Hunters.
What's up, everybody? Happy New Year!
Happy New
In
Year.
the Cubieverse. And I guess in the real world, too.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I know, right? Western civilization and all.
Time flies way too fast.
Dude, tell me about it. It feels like 2022, so much happened, especially in coin hunts. Oh my God. Just reading
Right?
that Medium article, I was like, oh yeah, that was this year, wasn't it? I forgot.
Oh, I guess I missed a Medium article, huh?
Oh yes. Oh
There was a
yeah.
New
Yeah,
Year's
yeah, yeah.
one? Okay.
Yeah, it was for the 2023 QB that is going to be dropping. So everybody, I hope you hit your vault today. I think you have until tomorrow at reset to hit.
Yesterday counted too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
After reset.
Well, I thought it
Maybe
ended
before, I don't know.
today at reset because it was January 2nd at reset. So
Oh, you
I think it was before.
Let me pull this up so we're not misinforming anybody, even though they probably know more than we do. Tell us in the comments, please.
Yeah, I think I double checked because I wanted to make sure yesterday counted because I did not leave the house at all today. But I did yesterday for a little bit. And so I checked. I thought it said January 2nd, 100 hours.
UTC. Okay.
Yeah, which would be today's evening reset. So that would have been a few hours ago.
Hours
2
ago.
2 hours ago.
Okay, well, we hope you all hit your mystery or not mystery vaults, hit your boxes. Yeah, you're right. January 2nd, UTC. Okay, but that was 2 days.
Yeah.
Y'all should be hitting vaults anyway.
Yeah. If you leave the house.
Yes, fair enough.
I didn't do that much during the holidays. Yeah.
Anyway. You know, you were hosting, so you had no reason to leave the house unless it was to go get cheese.
Yeah. Did not get cheese. Yeah. Yeah, I was cracking up in the beginning of this before we went live because I noticed that our cauldron thing, our starting soon, wasn't doing its cauldron thing. And so I whispered to you, I was like, the cauldron isn't cauldroning. And then, because I figured no one was in yet. And then I was watching the video on YouTube on my phone to see if it was working, and then I heard myself whispering, "The cauldron isn't cauldroning," and I was like, "Oh my God!" Okay, gotta edit that out later.
No, I say we keep it.
Oh, okay.
It's good stuff. It's good, honest content. It's what the people need.
Yeah. I'll just trim out the dead space around it then.
There we go. There we go. The cauldron, not cauldroning.
Yeah, so I'll have to look into that later. Sorry if you were bored for the 2 minutes before we actually went live. But anyway. So,
well, should we start with the Christmas event? Little recap moment?
Do we have to?
I sense somebody didn't finish the quest line.
Yeah. Yep. The very, very first quest line I have not completed. The very first one.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I think as Rubik has said to me before, we can't win them all. So it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
What happened? No trees, no time. You were hosting all of those things.
I mean, I hit my loop twice a day, every day. We didn't have that much going on around here in the beginning. So, like, it took a little bit for us to get our... Well, we had, like, 2 rare trees out. And then we ended up with a few more, like, later. But it took me a good long while to get enough yarn to print that ugly sweater person, as Beats says, the ugly sweater person. And then... I totally forgot about the mystery boxes in the quest chain, so I, hit it before I printed the thing, and then
had to wait.
Realized I had to wait an extra 8 hours then to put down my epic tree. So Joey and I put down our epic trees like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days before the end of the event. So maybe 4 days. I don't know. It was like
Christmas Day or right
more
after?
than halfway through. Was it? I think it was before Christmas Day.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna check the logs. Let's check the logs.
Hey Channers, Happy New Year. Welcome. Little Crypto also, hello, says, I heard you say that as well as say the cauldron, as well as the cauldron was playing. So I don't know if that means the cauldron was also playing, but he heard you say that the cauldron's not cauldroning. Not sure.
Yeah, it is what it is. So,
We'll
okay.
Check the tapes.
So,
because Christmas Day, I think Marvin's house put his epic tree down, and I was a little nervous that it was going to be too late into the event, but I think it was still a good call.
Okay, so apparently I have a horrible sense of time because I put the epic tree down on the 27th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I put mine down in the morning. Joey put his down that night. But Norman had 2 epic trees as of the 26th, I think. Yeah, the day before. So that was like a 45-minute drive, so I wasn't doing that just for some rare trees. Once the epics were down, I actually, the best way to do it, because it's 45 minutes away, which is not really that bad, but you don't want to do that multiple times a day because you drive 45 minutes there, then drive 45 minutes back. So like you also don't want to do that at evening reset because it's a busy town and whatever. So I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 mornings in a row, to drive down there. It took about 45 minutes to hit all of their trees. They had a lot of trees. And at that point, nice. I was only hitting trees. I wasn't hitting anything but trees, and it still took me 45 minutes. And they were all right next to each other. It's not like I had to drive distance in between them. But there were 2 epics. There were like 6 or 7 rares and then a whole bunch of commons. And then I think the second day of us having rares, we got a 3rd one down in my part of town. So I had 5 total that I could hit. And I didn't even get a nut. Not a single nut. No blueprint. Those things, no nuts. Yeah.
It was bad. They were very, I don't know. Luge Weaver said that it was the exact same as last year, and like drop rates and everything. And I am with you that it felt like elemental invasion more so for that like fire blueprint drop. That was what the epic drop felt like for me. And with that, the nuts too. Like I never remember them being so difficult to get.
Yeah.
Even like the witches' hats for Halloween, and what was was it eggnog last year was like the epic resource for the gingerbread?
I think so.
Or no,
the cinnamon sticks.
Yeah. I don't remember those being as hard either. Like at least you ended with being able, I don't know, for as hard as we hunt, you'd have a few. Like, I don't know. It seemed much different, but maybe not. Maybe we're just all.
I mean, I remember last year being difficult as well. RNG. Like last year's Christmas event was probably the hardest one that wasn't this year's Christmas event. Like I think I got the blueprint on my second to last opportunity to get it last year. And Danibus last year didn't get it at all. He also didn't get it again this year. And then we only had 2 hunters that succeeded this year. Joey got it, and Bartman, who's our newest heavy hitter up here.
Yeah. The one that you saw during Halloween event.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, they both got it. Joey didn't get it last year. I don't think. And Danibus didn't get it last year. I did get it last year. And then this year, Danibus and Seth Delosha and I did not. And Joey and Bartman did. So.
Wow. Well, at least a couple people got it.
Yeah.
You know, in your neck of the woods. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So Zenny said it felt the same as last year. Husband got BP early on. I never got it, even though I had way more opportunity to get it. Chandler said, yeah, I got the blueprint before getting my second nut. Oh, yeah, same for me. Luckily from the same epic, 45 minutes away. Wow.
Yeah. And Seth Delosha actually got like 5 nuts and never got the blueprint.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I just kept getting, like, in the beginning with the rare trees, I, for some reason, couldn't get yarn. Like, I just kept getting coal. And I was like, I have a shit ton of coal. I don't need coal. Stop.
What?
And then finally, once I got enough yarn, all I got was yarn after that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
I got 3 nuts total, I think.
Well,
yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. How many epic trees did you have a chance to hit?
So, well, so you know our area and how spread out everything is, right? Yeah. So we had, I did the same thing you did. I totally spaced. Like one morning I woke up and the first thing I do is like check Coin Hunt World, open my mystery box so I don't forget it, you know, like and so just like in a sleepy daze, opened my mystery box and was like, no. Like, right after I did it, I was like, why did I just do that? Yeah. Because then that I could have placed my epic tree that morning before Marvin's house went to work and we would have had it for 2 resets and then missed that opportunity. So I was just trying to like, okay, it's okay, whatever, it's fine. Like move on. So then place the epic tree. Marvin's house got his blueprint on the second epic tree he hit. And so I was like, wow, okay, this is going to be kind of, or we'll be okay. Like I have a good chance of getting this, right? Like that's what set my expectations. And then I was hunting for 3 days straight, like without him because he had already got the blueprint, had to go to work and stuff. And I was like, nope, I'm dropping you off. I need to take the car and hit all of the epics in our area, which ended up being 3 in Santa Monica. Mom Loves You had one. Block Boy never placed his. Lady D had one down in Redondo Beach, which is like 45 minutes south of us, where everything else is a little bit more inland from where we were. So I think total throughout a, I don't know, 50-mile radius, we had 8. And it took all day to go hit those and then strategically do it for a reset somewhere. And yeah. I was literally planning on driving to San Diego if I didn't get it on like the second to last day. Cause I was like, we have no other options. If they have 5 down there, we're going down for a reset and I'm hitting 10 because there's no chance. I need to finish this now. Like, yeah, I went into it being like, well, this will be our first event that we're going to do casual. And then once you're in it, it's so hard. Yeah. Like, just go casual. Like, oh, what's an hour, 2-hour drive to San Diego? No big deal. Like, right. Trying to justify it. But I ended up getting my blueprint from Mom Loves You Vault and the last nut that I needed from Lady D. So thanks, ladies. Appreciate you both.
Feed Goat says that San Diego had 8 epics.
Oh, snap. Man. There you go.
But she still didn't get the blueprint. Dude. How do you have 8 epics in your area? Like, the drop rate's too low. Like,
right? Okay, apparently, okay, so I don't know how the event ended for Makiki Tiki and the rest of his Hawaiian crew, but they were like, he himself was like 0 for 60 or 62 on epic hits.
Wow.
I would have just chucked my phone into the ocean, right into it. Man. See,
I think
there were some pretty epic finishes for sure.
If they wanted to keep the drop rate the same as last year, then they would need to not have the mystery boxes in the quest line. Like, if they want to have mystery boxes in the quest line, I think they have to make the drop rate higher because you kind of get fewer chances to hit it just because of
the mystery box gatekeeping.
Yeah. People are putting their trees out later than they would otherwise. So, I feel like we need the drop rate to be higher for that. But I mean,
And
what's great is the people that did get it, there's fewer out there, and so you have a more valuable blueprint.
For sure. And I know you mentioned you weren't in the Discord all that much, but that was kind of the point that Full of Dumplings was making, was like, I can totally see everybody's frustration, but I also don't want an epic if it's not actually epic. So like, what's the point if it's just going to be a participation blueprint or whatever? But also the event was 10 days last year, wasn't it? And then this year it was 8. So we also had like 2 extra days, I think, last year. I don't know. Anyways, it was rough. I feel you guys.
No one can say that waking up at 4 a.m. 2 days in a row to drive to Norman isn't epic. Like, and
I see ya.
Like I had to convince my boyfriend that I wasn't crazy, because I mean, he thought it was a little ridiculous what I was doing. But I explained to him, I was like, this is the last event for a while. The next event, like actual event, is going to be the Coin Hunt Fest, and I won't be there. So I was like, I'm not going to be hunting hard for months. So I might as well just do it. It's a couple of days of waking up early and driving. Like, what's the big deal? But like, I would wake up at 4 a.m. I'd leave my house by 4:30. And I wouldn't get home until like 8.
Wow.
Like, that's like 3.5 hours in the car just hunting. Whatevs. It is what it is.
Yeah. I know. Dang.
It's a good thing it's not a pay to win game. Like, everyone's always like afraid of it becoming pay to win. I would have paid money just to get that blueprint. I was like, if I could just buy this for like, I don't know, $50 right now, I'd do it. Just because I didn't want to ruin my streak. Like, I've completed every single quest line except for this one. It's like.
So what's your plan? Are you going to end up buying the blueprint? Nah. Have you thought about it or anything?
Dude, I don't have the keys.
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying that last day in the auction house to like. So the second to last day, I was like, okay, just in case I don't get it, I need to see which of these are going to end before, the thing. So I wrote them down. And the day before, like when the QB, like I was looking at the QBs, not the blueprints, but because the blueprints were starting out 3,000 keys. I had a total of like 800 and something keys to spend. That was it.
Wow.
So I guess
the good part was we didn't need the candy canes, right? So kind of saved a little there.
I stopped
candy canes.
I stopped hitting vaults after like the second or third day. I was like, why am I doing this? I need the keys and I don't need the candy canes. I have something like 10,000 candy canes now. It's insane.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I was still hitting vaults because of crypto, but
oh no. Yeah.
Kevo says Salt QB is making a comeback.
Yeah, right. And Akura mentioned, I think Korkio has a Tesla. So my boyfriend has a Tesla. I have a Civic. So I can sometimes use the boyfriend's Tesla when doing like my local loop, like if the roads are bad or if he's coming with me. But driving down to Norman, I would not be able to convince him to let me use the car for that. So I paid for gas for that. Yeah, that was great. I think I used at least a full tank of gas just going to Norman and back twice and driving around Norman. So yeah, it was kind of pay to win, except I paid to lose. So
pay to participate.
Yeah.
Zenny said something that's really resonating, which is it's epic luck, not epic effort.
Yeah,
which is so true.
I mean, having epic luck up until this point, right? Though. Like, think of all those 50 mystery boxes that we got.
Oh, speaking of, I got one this morning. Happy New Year to me.
Nice.
Like, I think I got driving home from work 2 a.m.
2 of them during the event.
Oh, nice. There you go.
But that's not the luck I wanted. Like, I would have traded that
No.
any day.
Right. Please be a blueprint. Please be the blueprint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
but yeah, so the day before, the QBs that had 2 clocks on them, I had a bid on one, and it was at like 400 keys. I was like, okay, I feel like maybe people aren't going to go crazy for these, and I might be able, like, there were 2 that I could bid on. One was at like 500 and something. One was at like 400 and something. I was like, I'll spend my last key on this if I can, and if I need to.
Right.
And then I also had my eye on some of the nuts, you know, just in case I got the blueprint but didn't get the nuts, you know, I could finish it up that way. And then that next morning, someone outbid my like 400 bid with like 3,000.
All right.
Yeah. And so the cheapest QB at that point was 3,000. And I'm like, I've got 800 keys. I'm done. I'm just done.
Yeah, I'm out. Oh,
yeah.
Dang. Well, I mean,
Whatever.
Tis what it is.
It's what I get
heard,
for being such a
illusion.
Grinch. Like, I hate Christmas, so this is just my punishment for hating Christmas. Whatever.
There
See,
we go.
I'm green, like the Grinch right here. See, yeah. It doesn't want to show my face.
We're gonna stay that way all year long.
Right.
Right there. No, I'm never gonna get it.
Me neither.
That's okay.
Yeah, and that whole day ended up being a horrible day. The day the Christmas event ended.
Oh, that it ended. Why do you say that? What happened?
Oh, it was a crazy ass day.
Please do tell.
So,
or not if you don't want to. But.
No, yeah, I'm down. So that was Thursday, right? So it started off bad because by 8 a.m. I knew I was losing the event. I had no other options. By 8 a.m. I had hit my last epic tree, and everything was overpriced. And I was like, well, okay.
It was all downhill from there.
Yeah. And I think I did some work, took a shower, whatever. So Thursday's the night that I go to have dinner at my mom's, right? So I'm getting ready to go to dinner at my mom's, and I smell this weird smell in the house. I'm like, what is that? And so I go downstairs. I realize I smell it by the fireplace. I realize it's the smell of gas. Now, we don't have a gas.
No.
Yeah, we don't have a gas fireplace. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And I realized, okay, maybe it's coming down the chimney. So I opened the back door, the door to the backyard, and it reeks of gas in the backyard.
What the heck?
And I'm like, shit, there's a fucking gas leak somewhere. Like, so I call the gas company, get them on the phone, and they're like, yeah, we treat this as an emergency. Someone will be right out. And
yeah, I'd hope so.
Yeah. But they're like,
I think my backyard is highly flammable at the moment.
Right. They're like, don't turn on any light switches. Don't use any electronic devices. Don't do it. And I'm like, well, that means I can't leave because I can't start my car. You know, because like, what if the garage also has gas in it? Like, am I going to blow up? So I get off the phone, and my boyfriend comes in. He had been like scoping out the neighborhood to see if he could figure out like what was going on. Yeah, it turns out like a few houses down, they had like a plumber doing work in their backyard, and they had a backhoe and they hit a gas line.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, people, I feel like most people know to call dig safe before you dig. Especially if you're a plumber and like this is what you do for a living.
Right. And then after that happens, maybe go notify your neighbors so nobody goes lighting up the fireplace at the same time or something. I don't know.
Right. Well, so
you want to let somebody know?
The fire department happened to already be there. So I went over and talked to the firefighters. I was like, hey, I called the gas company because it reeks. And he explained, he's like, you really don't have to worry about anything. So I knew parts of this. So the natural gas, like, it doesn't actually have an odor, right? They add a chemical to it to give it an odor so that if there's a leak, you can smell it.
Right.
So what he explained is when they busted the line, the gas actually dissipates really quickly up into the air, but the chemical that they add to make it stink stays around. And so I told them, like, when I told them that my whole backyard smelled of gas, they're like, you're perfectly fine. The gas is already gone because it's outside. It's not being trapped in a building or something. You're just getting stuck with the odor. So he's like, you're safe to start your car, do whatever. That's fine. So
I would have been like, how about you go start my car? If the gas is gone, why is the odor not gone in the air too? Like, what the heck?
yeah. I guess it's a heavier molecular compound or whatever. Yeah. So I was running late, and then I was really late because I'm normally at my mom's by 5. I think I got there by like 5:45. And I get there, and like I buzz her, and she doesn't answer, and I call her, she doesn't answer, and I'm standing out there for like 15 minutes. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I told her I was going to be late.
Yeah.
And then finally I see her like walking up to the door to let me in, because it's a building, you know, they lock it after hours, whatever. And she's like skipping.
All cash.
She's like glowing. And I'm like, Ma, I've been here for like 15 minutes. Like, what the hell?
Wait. I know where this is going, I think.
She's like, my phone never rang. I didn't hear you. Like, okay, Mom. Great. Thanks.
As her friend is slipping out the back door.
I see
right through you, Mom.
She is literally like the happiest I've seen her in decades, which is great. She brought her new boyfriend to Christmas, which is the first time I ever met him, was at our Christmas at our house. Which is interesting. But he's cool. I like him. He's okay. He's an aeronautical engineer. He told me about two different things he was part of the team of that they designed for airplanes. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, and so then we're like sitting down and having dinner, and then she's like, oh, so I'm thinking I might not be moving into your house. And I was like, what are you talking about? What am I supposed to do with the house?
Yeah, what?
She's like, well, Gary and I are thinking of living together, and he wants to buy his own house, and he wants to get a smaller place because your house is so big. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Anyway, so there's a
Mom,
huge...
you can't stick me with the whole house.
Yeah. So it was a huge mess. I went home early. It was not a good night.
Man.
Got home, talked to my boyfriend about it for a little bit, decided to go out back to smoke a cigarette, and I sit down on the patio couch, and I look, and the side gate is open to my backyard.
No.
And my boyfriend's like, well, the gas company guy was back here checking our meter. I guess he just left the gate open. And I was like, wasn't that like 5 hours ago?
So where are all of our animals?
Well, that was the crazy thing. So so we have 4 dogs. 2 of them are mine, and 2 are the boyfriend's, right? So my pit bull, Brewski, is sitting right next to me on the couch. Yeah. He's a good boy. And my girl Sandy is in the backyard, just like sniffing stuff. And I'm like, okay, where's Salty and Seffy? Where are they? And so we run around the house looking everywhere they normally are.
Hang. Yeah.
Nowhere. They're gone.
No.
They're just gone. And it's been 5 hours.
Oh my God. Until you noticed.
Uh-huh. And I guess he never noticed because some of the dogs were around. So it wasn't, yeah.
if you don't know to look for something that's gone, how are you gonna?
Right. Right. So we immediately go out. He's on foot. I take the Tesla and like we're driving around the neighborhood, walking around the neighborhood. Then he grabs his bicycle. He starts riding his bike around the neighborhood. I'm walking around the neighborhood, or I'm driving around the neighborhood. Call Joey because he lives right down the street. I'm like, hey, have you seen my dogs? And he's like, actually, like a black one and a white one. I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I didn't realize those were yours.
Oh my God, they're at Joey Banana's house.
Well, they were 2 hours before.
Oh no.
Yeah. So his next door neighbor had actually like was out front petting the dogs and whatever and trying to figure out whose they were hours before. And I go on our Facebook page for our neighborhood. Like our neighborhood has its own Facebook page. People are posting all over the place about our dogs. But they're from all over the neighborhood, like every corner of the neighborhood. And we're like
they are little social butterflies.
Yeah. We probably cover, I want to say maybe a half a mile north to south, and then probably a half mile east to west. So a half mile square, right? But our neighborhood, like without any kind of divider, connects to other neighborhoods. Like you just continue down a road and it's a different neighborhood. But before there are any main roads, it's probably about a mile square. But the main roads are very close. Like the 45-mile-an-hour roads are not too far
too close
down the road.
Comfort.
Yeah.
Right.
But everyone in that like 1 mile square was like sharing photos of the dogs and like even so the gas company people were actually still out behind that other house because they were repairing that gas line and they had hung out with my dogs. And the firefighters had hung out with the dogs. And they just said they hadn't seen them in a couple hours. And so like they thought they were owned by the people whose house they were behind because the people who lived in that house were also petting the dogs. So like everyone thought the dogs were someone else's dogs. Yeah. So we drove around from like 10 o'clock until like 1 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Like calling out the window for the dogs, looking everywhere. Around 1 in the morning, we finally gave up. We're like, well, someone probably took Salty in and we'll post about it in the morning because he's tiny, he's cute, like he looks helpless. So but Seffi, she's a very large black dog. People don't usually like, they're usually a lot more afraid of them. So I was like, I was less worried about her though because she's also been out in the elements plenty. Like she could take care of herself. Salty could not take care of himself. But I didn't know what happened. I just figured maybe someone took them in. So we're getting ready for bed. We climb into bed, and then my boyfriend gets up. He has to go to the bathroom, so he walks over to the bathroom, and he hears whimpering. Aww. And he goes down to the back door, and the dogs are there.
Both of them?
Yes.
Oh my God, you little adventure nuggets. Where have you been?
It's crazy because like 5 minutes before that point, I was just there because I decided to have a last cigarette out on the back to see if they were there before I went to bed, and they weren't there. And then I went to bed, and then all of a sudden they were there.
They like had just caught a whiff of your scent or something outside, and they were like, wait, we almost had our chance.
Yeah. So they ended up like, it was a good thing they came home before we went to sleep because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to sleep. Like I've never had my dogs disappear for more than 15 minutes. Like Brewski once got out like while I was having a big party in my house, like someone had left a door open and he got out. This was like years ago and it wasn't this house, it was a different house. And we noticed immediately he was gone, so the entire party stopped partying and they all like spread out over the neighborhood to find him. And he was just like 4 houses down hanging out with the neighbor's pit bull. Like they were sitting on other sides of the fence. Like it was a girl pit bull and they were just talking through the fence, just hanging out.
Yeah, just chilling.
He would never go far. Sandy can jump fences. But she always jumps right back over. But she can't anymore. She's old now. But like, I told my boyfriend, I was like, this is the difference between children and dogs. My dogs are children. Your dogs are dogs. Your dogs ran away because they don't care because they're not your children. My dogs are my children, and they would never do that to me.
Right. They're too dependent on me.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, for like 5 hours, the gate was open, and Brewski and Sandy had no interest in leaving. They're like, we're happy here. This is our home. This is where they feed us. So
yeah. I don't know what's going on out there in the real world, but I'm not interested. Yep. Life is good here.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, okay, that's a happy ending to that day, because as terrible of a day as that sounds,
dude, I
feel like all that matters is everybody's back home and safe, and like Shu said, you didn't get blown up or lose any of the dogs. So,
yeah,
not for very long, at least.
Last night I didn't get blown up, but I swear someone did near me. Did you have a lot of people celebrating near you? Or were you were at work last night, weren't you?
I was at work, but even by the time I got home, I think I got home by like maybe 2:00, and there were still fireworks going off. And that was kind of my worst fear, like, because both of us, Marvin's house and I, had to be at work, and the dogs had to be home alone. And Marvin doesn't love fireworks, so I was a little nervous about it, but he was being okay. He was being a good boy, and they were excited. But yeah, it was a pretty actually mellow New Year's for the most part in our neck of the woods.
It wasn't here.
It wasn't crazy. Really? Lots of fireworks?
So are fireworks legal where you are?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You have to cross the border to get them.
Yeah, so they're I mean, in Oklahoma they're legal. They're not legal in our city limits, right? And I live probably a good 10-minute drive from the city limits, in at least two directions. The other direction, it's like a good half an hour drive outside of city limits. There are fireworks going off everywhere, even though they're legal. And it pisses me off. Like, people actually get hurt on New Year's, and because there are so many people shooting off fireworks, the cops are so busy, they're slower to get to people that actually get hurt. It just... I
have a story.
Oh, I want to hear it.
It's not my story to tell, but my best friend's brother, 4th of July last year, blew his hand off from fireworks. No joke. Had to have his entire hand, like, had reconstructive surgery. This is real, you guys. Like, they are dangerous, and he knows what he's doing. Like, he's been doing this kind of stuff his whole freaking life, and disgusting. We'll stay away from fireworks at all costs now, because I have seen just too much. It's not worth it to not have your hand ever be the same again. And it's his right hand, the one that he is like utilizes most.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
not interested.
Not fun.
So
well, last night, it's weird. I feel like people use all of the fireworks and the chaos of New Year's Eve as an excuse to do bad shit, and get away with it, because everything's kind of chaos anyway. Kevo, does he have a hook now?
Right.
Pirate Cubie cosplay.
Right. For a long time, it was just a solid cast, but he had to have like a finger put back on, like, gross stuff, you guys. Like, it doesn't look the same.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
I mean, at least he was able to keep it, right? Because, like, at first they weren't sure. He was. He almost had to have it amputated.
Blown off. I was like, did they find it?
Like, they found the finger.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So no
stuff.
hook though. Would he?
Hook.
Is he the type of person that would rather have a hook?
Pirate. I don't think so.
No.
He was the type of person that was like, oh my God, like, he's 4 years younger than us. So, you know, in that time where you're doing stupid stuff, but also like figuring out how to be adult. And
Yeah.
he had the realization of like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to like throw a ball with my unborn child and hold whatever, all of the things. And so he completely turned things around after that. But
I
it
bet.
took blowing off his freaking hand to do that. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But
Well, so I generally live in a good neighborhood, like quiet and
mm,
like peaceful and safe. But last night I was so we uh we went to bed a little early last night. Probably like my boyfriend probably fell asleep around 12:30 or something.
mm,
So like I decided to go sit out on the back patio. Now, let me tell you, it's been so nice out since that frickin' Arctic blast left. Today it was
yeah.
73 out and I got to sit out in the sun. But yeah,
Wow.
last night
It was
um
torrential for us last night. We had torrential downpour.
oh, well that would
Yeah.
dampen the fireworks a bit.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah,
people
no,
still did them.
it was an absolutely beautiful night. It was probably still like 60 degrees at midnight. And so I'm
Wow.
sitting out on the back patio just trying to soak it all in and like enjoy
Yeah.
it as much as I can. And um, all of a sudden I hear glass shattering. And it's not like the small amount that you would hear like if you broke a beer bottle on the ground. Like it sounded like a lot of glass, like a
Yeah.
car window or
Like
something.
somebody was just like, whoosh.
Well, that or it
China cabinet.
like thick glass, like a car window. Because this was
Oh,
outside, mind you. Like this, it sounded like it was on the street, like the next
okay.
street over from me. And so I heard that. I heard a bunch of people excitedly and somewhat angrily yelling at each other. Like it sounded like they were super wasted
Mm.
and they were partying way too hard to the point that it got aggressive.
Oh
And
no.
yeah, and so I heard that glass break and then I heard it a second time.
Oh
Um
no.
yeah, and then I heard tires peeling and like people yelling and blah blah blah. So I called 911 because our neighborhood's like that, you know, like we hear something that doesn't sound right, everyone's told to call 911. The more often we call, the more cops we have patrolling, the safer it stays. So I call 911 just to let her know, like, this is what's going on. I think people are fighting. There's glass breaking. It sounded like a car, maybe something, blah, blah, blah. As I'm on the phone with her, I hear
Mhm.
5 gunshots. And so I tell her that.
Yeah, obviously, if she didn't hear him
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah. And I hear more cars peeling out, and we get off the phone. It's kind of quiet for like 5 minutes, and then I hear sirens, of course,
Mhm.
which is good. And I hear lots of like tires peeling out like everywhere, like cars, lots of car engines revving like on the main road. And in the winter, you
Yeah.
can hear everything that goes on like the main roads around here. And there's like one really long, big main road, like
Mm-hmm.
a commercial strip, basically.
Yeah.
And so I hear that. Then I hear it sounded like it was like a few more streets south where our big lake is, where all of our parks are. I hear 11 gunshots.
What
And
the?
because I was like counting specifically, and they sounded like a cop's gun because I don't know if you've ever heard the difference. They definitely make a different sound.
Mm.
Especially like the way a cop shoots a gun versus the way a rando shoots a gun. Like it's very successive in like very metered way. Like
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I think I think the cops have tried to gun down a dude. Probably the dude involved in the other shooting. Um
Jesus.
yeah, and then like things start to calm down, but there's like sirens, whatever, and then things start to calm down, and then like 15 minutes after that, I hear like a ton of sirens sound like they're coming up from the main road, like the main commercial drag. And I hear this car like gunning it kind of ahead of the sirens. And so our neighborhood has a couple of different entrances, and like it's kind of weird how it works. Like you've got this one entrance, and if you go down the main road in our neighborhood, you can actually go out through a different neighborhood and get back to the main drag. But it's kind of like a bunch of turns and stop signs and whatever. It's not like an easy cut through, but it's definitely a way to cut through. So I hear the sirens coming, and I hear this car gunning it. And then I hear like a bunch of tires squealing, and like I realize he's now driving through the neighborhood. And I know that route so well that I can tell that he's like peeling out like at each corner, getting back to the main road through the neighborhood. And the sirens just keep going straight past. So it's like he was running from the cops. He took the turn in through the neighborhood and went out, and the cops just kept going like they never saw him.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on tonight?
And you hear all of this happening. You don't even see it, but you can hear it.
I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear it.
So you can like picture it vividly.
Yeah.
And oh my God.
And of course, at this point, like, I'm a little toasted. So I just close my eyes and like I tune into it so that like I can hear the sounds and like block everything else out, and I can like picture what's going on with the sounds. And and of course I had to call 911 toasted. So that's fun.
I mean, it had to be done, but
yeah, it had to be
Jesus, done. Oklahoma, what the Wild Island.
Well, here's the thing, like,
it's the Wild West over there.
You can get guns so easily here, right? We don't have a lot of random crime. All of the crime here is usually personal. Like when it comes to gun violence, it's all personal. So you don't have to usually worry about your safety unless you know someone that wants to kill you. Like,
sure. But
usually the people that are committing the gun crimes in the area are doing it against themselves, and they don't usually involve innocence, really.
Okay, got it.
It's still bad, but like it's safe if you're not involved. So like I don't have to worry about my safety. Anyway. So, and then people, for some reason, New Year's and 4th of July, instead of shooting off fireworks, they like to shoot their guns in the air, which that's also freaking stupid. So people like go gun crazy for these two holidays, and I hate it. I
don't blame you. It's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
So then I decide to search the local news, because we've got pretty good local news coverage, folks. And I'm like, okay, shootings, and then most recent shootings. And so I come across two different shootings, and this was by 1:00 in the morning on New Year's Eve. 1:00 in the morning. There had already been two shootings, and they weren't even that one.
Wow.
Apparently downtown there was some kind of scuffle, and there was a shooting there. And then this other one was like, the article, it was so weird. It was like a man and a woman were walking in a parking lot, and suddenly the woman took out a gun and shot the man in both his legs. And the cops are still trying to figure out if they know each other. It's like, what the hell?
What? America and their guns. Jesus.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like,
did you see what Shoe put?
Yeah, shootings. I like it. Those kinds of shootings are better than these kinds of shootings.
Yeah, I'd rather talk about shootings and shootings. Yeah.
So,
okay, well that escalated quickly.
Dude, it's been like, I feel like I haven't gotten sleep in days. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Fucking holidays, man.
I hate the holidays. I hate them. I hate them so much.
Oh my God.
I hate 4th of July. I hate New Year's Eve. I hate Christmas, but that's not because of guns.
just hey, all of the holidays.
I do. I do.
Except for Halloween.
Yeah.
Seems like the least, it's funny, it's the spookiest and the most like dead themed, and yet I don't hear about many shootings that have been on Halloween.
Yeah.
It's like fake violence.
Yeah. Oh, I did see something funny though. I was also looking through the Ring camera notifications because we have a Ring, so we get all the local Ring stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a funny one where apparently there was this dude. He was like, I don't know, a white guy in his mid-20s or whatever. He's running from the cops. Now this was like probably a 15-minute drive for me. It wasn't close to me. He's running from the cops, and this person's Ring camera picks him up like crawling under their truck to hide from the police in their driveway. God. Yeah. So they're in the driveway where the cars are in the driveway. So he crawls under the truck to hide from the police. And the Ring cameras, they pick up audio, and like when something triggers them, they pick up audio too. And it's like a 30-second video, and he gets under the car, and he's like huffing and puffing because he was running. And then all of a sudden he starts to sing "We Are the Champions."
Oh my God. No, what the fuck?
And you can tell how wasted he is.
How did he know the title of our last episode?
Right? The dude is just wasted though, like totally wasted. He's hiding from the cops under a stranger's car singing "We Are the Champions." And apparently the people that owned that car had gotten the notification that like there was motion detected, so they pulled up the video to see what was going on, and they saw the guy hiding under their car. So they turned on the panic alarm for the truck. It scared the shit out of him.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and this whole thing's caught on video, and he's like climbing out from under the car, and he starts running, holding his pants up, and apparently, like I was reading the comments,
he's still singing "We Are the Champions" right down the street.
The cops caught him in the next door neighbor's backyard. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
crazy. You see him like crawl out from under the truck and start running, and then like a half second later you see the cop car going that way. I'm like, oh, he's busted.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what he did.
Who needs the show Cops when you have Ring cameras now? It's amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you.
Jeez.
It was wild.
An eventful holiday season.
And that was like 5:00 in the morning. Like that's what the time was on the Ring camera. Like who the hell is?
Oh my God!
Hiding from the cops at 5 a.m.
Yeah. What are you still doing out and about in the streets, sir? Go to your home.
Yeah. Well, now he's not going to his home. He's going to the cops' home.
He in jail. Yeah, he in jail. You going to prison, bro?
At least in the drunk tank, anyway. Who knows?
What Shu says. Once he starts running again, switches to "Don't Stop Me Now."
Though I don't know if he was really having a good time.
I mean, you would think so, but when you're underneath a car and then you start singing "We Are the Champions," maybe he's trying to turn it around, looking for the bright side.
Yeah.
I don't know. Normal people, I think, would just be like praying.
Right? Yeah, that dude was loud too.
I can support the queen. Oh man. What an eventful week for you. Jeez.
It's been some crazy shit.
Happy New Year.
Right?
Well, let's switch gears here a little bit. We'll get back on coin hunt topics.
Yeah. We just needed that comedy break for a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just to get that out of your... Oh my God, what the heck?
I know.
I don't think I've like fully processed that. Well, hey, did you buy your adventure pass?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did? Okay, cool.
I almost...
Did you finish last month?
Yes. I finished last month quite early, actually, because of the Christmas
event, right?
Yeah, I
Okay,
probably
cool.
finished before I put my epic tree down.
Well, great. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't really worried. My biggest worry was getting to the Christmas tree part in the adventure road in a reasonable amount of time, which I didn't. It was probably like 3 or 4 days in, which I wish I had gotten there before, but I didn't try hard enough. So
I totally forgot about those blueprints, to be honest. And then when somebody mentioned it in the Discord, I was like, oh shit, that's right. So I like hunted a lot that first day of the event just to get those extra blueprints. But
yeah,
it was worth it. Did you end up putting those down also, or are you gonna save them for next year?
let's see. I put the rare down for sure because I hadn't completed, like, I hadn't gotten enough yarn yet at that point to even print the ugly sweater person.
Yeah. Oh, at the beginning it was looking a little dreary. Like I think everybody was like, how are we gonna print anything?
Yeah. Yeah, that yarn was a fucking killer. And then towards the end, it wasn't. I mean, and that's kind of how those things work. But
I know.
Usually I feel like everything's a killer and then it isn't at the end. But the nuts were still a killer.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And it all depends on how you hunt, right? Because I think for a lot of us, we've learned like don't go hard day one because the drop rates are better at the end of the event. So like take it easy. Like I've heard W.R. Willem say this, and like he takes it easy the first couple of days until those drop rates increase.
Yeah.
But then if you had waited to do that this event, I know there was mention of Illusion Weaver doing one more boost in the drop rates for like Christmas Day. Like he said it was going to be date oriented or something. And so we assumed it was going to be Christmas Day, and that never came. And not like we needed it.
Did it not? I felt like it did. Did it not? I guess it didn't. I think
unless it might have came a couple of days early, and I just assumed that there would be an additional one. I don't know. It was hard to tell. Maybe. The Discord was moving so fast too, like during events, you know how it gets, like everybody's in there. All of a sudden you're like, whoa, where'd you all come from?
Yeah. I honestly, like, I didn't get into the Discord at all this time. Like, I counted on just my Oklahoma Discord. Nice. And Danibus is wonderful at staying on top of all the stuff and reporting in the Oklahoma channel.
Nice.
And so anytime there was news, Danibus told me.
That's awesome.
I was way too busy trying to stay on top of everything. So it's everything else in my life. So I couldn't get in the Discord, which sucks. I kind of miss it. I actually had fun.
World Cupping it up.
No, well, yeah, definitely. But after our last stream, I don't know if it was the next day or the day after that. So at some point, I got to talking to Leppy in the Discord one night, and
Chat GPT, baby.
Oh my god, that thing is so cool. Yeah. She made some poems about me and Ladies of the Hunt, and showed me how to use Chat GPT. It was a lot of fun. And then I was talking to Full of Dumplings. Yeah, was it?
What? Shout out to Full of Dumplings. We just had a BQ today. It was the best way to start off the new year. I was like, I saw yes, that. My girl. Let's go. Yeah. That's funny too, because I had just switched my QB right before that. Because I think I was wearing the what was I wearing? The old 2022 New Year's Eve QB. I was like, I don't want to wear this for a buddy quest. So I switched to Sagittarius like right before. It was perfect.
Yeah.
We didn't even plan that, but we were twins.
Yeah. Well, yeah, some of the ladies
And anyways, you were talking to her.
We were talking about food. Everyone wanted me to send pictures of the food that I've made. And so there's talk about, not seriously, but it would be awesome if it happened, about everyone just driving to Oklahoma to hang out with me so I can cook them all food.
Yes, I am 1000% on board with this.
Yeah. Yeah. And we, like, I don't know, I had like a night in the Discord that I was just talking to everyone, and like Toasties. I didn't realize Toasties has my dream car. He doesn't have it he doesn't have it in my dream color because the digital teal is my dream color for that car. But yes. Definitely has my dream car, and we got to talking about that, and we were talking about EVs in Canada. Like, this is when it was crazy cold. We were talking about how like EVs don't work in that temperature because the batteries just won't work.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I was trying to convince Harris that it wasn't a bad idea to get an electric vehicle, because if you can drive from one gas station to drive 300 miles to another gas station and fill up, you can do the same thing in an electric car. And I also pointed out there's a Tesla supercharger in Lincoln, which is the only long place that she really drives to. Anyway, nice. So I chatted for like, it's like I took all of the past months of me not being in the Discord. I just like fixed that in one night, and now I'm like not in the Discord again. It was fun.
Speaking of getting all the ladies together for a little cookout, Renee just joined the chat.
Hi, Hello,
Renee. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Renee.
Hope you guys are settling into the new house nicely. And I hope Illusion Weaver is getting better.
I don't remember hear the news.
Well, okay, so Illusion Weaver broke his back, right? On Christmas.
I heard that, yes.
Christmas time.
Rope swing. No,
Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving? Yeah. And then they also had just bought a house and were moving into their new house at the exact same time. So it was just a series of like such highs and such lows. But
and like moving while you have a broken back. I mean, I guess that's a really good excuse to let everyone else do the work. But
yeah, right. It was all a part of his master plan.
Maybe.
No.
I mean, sometimes men do this. They pretend they're really bad at a thing just so that you won't ask them to do it again. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen any men in your life do that, but I've seen way too many of them do that.
No, not for me, but it all kind of lines up where, you know, the World Cup just happened to fall around the same time that he falls off the swing. I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm. Good excuse to lay in bed and watch soccer all day.
Yeah, right? No, but I hope you guys had.
Toasty says, I heard he broke it carrying the dreams of all the coin hunters.
All the hopes and dreams. That's nice. Renee said, does anybody else get excited when you see the ladies of the hunt are live? You're the best. Is anybody else super excited for Coin Hunt Fest? Oh my God, we're like less than 100 days away, you guys. Can you even imagine? Ah! I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm bummed, but I'm excited for you guys. Like, I can't wait to hear what the, what is he calling it? Monument? Is calling it a monument? Yeah, I can't wait to see what that all is about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah. Speaking of exciting, I saw your tweet of your tickler box from the Christmas event. That was a badass tickler box. It
wasn't too shabby, right?
Yeah, I
so
was
for
impressed.
Anybody who didn't see that, it's funny because I really, like I said, we planned on kind of keeping it casual. We were trying to maintain our expectations of like, we have to work a lot. It's the holidays for us. How are we going to do this? And like with the epics spread out all over the place, we have to drive a lot and we don't have time for that, blah, blah, blah. You make the time when you want to do these things. So I ended up finishing out that quest the day before the event ended, which was nice because it was like, okay, don't have to drive to San Diego. We can take it easy for the next 24 hours, not have to worry about anything. Obviously, we were still like hitting all the trees that we could, but I didn't have to drive 2 hours away to go hit another batch.
Right.
So completed the quest chain. I got ribbons, warty toads, witches hats, and then 2 fire crystal drops.
And those are like,
oh my God, I have enough.
500, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I got 1,000 fire crystals.
1,000 fire crystals. That's worth the red key alone.
I have enough to print another fire cubie. Finally.
Shit.
Finally. Like, I've been waiting for this moment forever, and now they're just sitting there in my inventory, and I'm like, I'm not printing it yet.
Don't do it. Don't do
I know,
it.
right?
Yeah.
But
I
that
never had
Cubie is
enough
so
to print
badass.
one. I never got the
it was
blueprint
hard.
It was crazy. But yeah, that was a good one.
Toasties. The Marvins and casual quests don't mix. Yeah. We're not built for casual. We can we maintain our casualness throughout the rest of the year, but when it comes to events, it's like it's hard to not want to be one, to finish the quest line, but there's some events where we're like, all right, are we going for top 5? Are we going for it? Let's go. And then we plan on 4 hours of sleep every day, and that's just coin hunt life. Coin hunt is life.
Yeah. I mean, I try, but I only got so much I can work with. And then I gotta, like, you're lucky. Yeah. Like, you got a partner that can join you. And, like, you don't have to feel guilty if you go out and do the things. You know?
Oh, yeah. I pick him up when I'm off work at midnight or 1 a.m. And he gets off at, like, 6 and is trying to get some sleep and stuff. I'm like, all right, let's go. We got to go hit our trees. And we'll go out hunting at 2 a.m. for an hour or two just to get that reset in.
Yeah.
It is a big blessing. I do take for granted for sure.
I definitely have to like have a really good reason, and like I have to pick my timing. Like, okay, no one is looking for me. No one needs anything from me. We're already done with dinner. Like, this is the time I would just be sitting outside anyway, so I can go do my loop now.
Yeah, you won't even notice I'm gone.
Yeah. And actually, my boyfriend came with me 2 nights to do my night loops because it was so cold outside that, like, it was better to like, have his nightly cigar in the car with me instead of, like, sitting outside. So I was like, hey.
There we go.
Why don't you just come, I'll drive you around, we'll listen to music, and yeah, it worked out.
Nice. That's how they should all be.
Yeah, he didn't play coin hunt though.
I know, but that's fine as long as he's with you and being supportive.
I did grab his phone and check to see if he had the option to buy the rare tree in the shop, and he did, so I made him buy it so that maybe next year he could put that down for me. But that wasn't until, like, I don't know, the 2 days before the last day or whatever, and we already had epic trees down, so I was like, we're gonna save this for next year. We're gonna need it. Yeah. And then that night that I went to dinner with my mom's, like, I got there like 15 minutes before the event ended. So as soon as I walked in the door, I grabbed her phone and I was like, you need to buy this in the shop right now.
Very important.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Speaking of moms. So my mom has asked me to carve out an entire day to show her the ropes of coin hunting, like, on her own accord. She's like, so I know that this is a lot to ask, but if I, like, manage a day off work, or can we do it on, like, a Saturday or Sunday where you can, like, take me around? I think it'd be so much better to do it in Santa Monica and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yes, oh my God. I'm
nice.
Oodles excited.
How far away does she live from where you are?
She's like 45 minutes from me.
But is her area kind of built up?
Kind of. There's, like, certain parts of it, like, not really around where she lives, but she could go, like, drive to an area that's a little more built up. That's, like, maybe 10 minutes away.
Okay. That's cool.
But as long, like, if she puts her user vaults down, there's, like, plenty of system vaults and stuff. So, like, just to get her started, it'll be good. You know?
Is this by any chance because she heard about Target gift cards?
No, she was in it before the Target gift cards, but we need to chat about these gift cards.
Oh my God. Like that.
Marvin's Nana, Toasties. It's Marvin's Nana.
Not Marvin's.
That's her in-game name, for real.
Yeah. Yeah. So my mom was being cranky with me about, like, the house thing, and we were, like, arguing about that. And then finally we got that out of the way, and I was like, hey, so you know how we haven't taken any of your money out of the game because crypto is confusing and I don't want to have to explain it to you? And she's like, yeah. I was like, well, now that can be Target gift cards. She's like, oh, really? What? So she's going to be hunting a bit more now because, like,
the incentive.
here's her apartment complex. Here's Target. Super Target. Super
That is
Target.
like dangerous.
Yeah, like literally she
for
walks across the parking lot of her apartment complex into the parking lot of a Super Target.
Right, she's lucky.
Yeah, and she's my mom and I are both like, my mom raised me to be very frugal. So she is like,
I can hear Marvin's
cutter.
laugh. I was laughing in the other room.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a coupon cutter. She actually goes to multiple stores to find the lowest prices and keeps track of them. So now that she can turn her hunting into Target gift cards, she's interested.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey,
so,
I'm down for it. I'm just I'm a little nervous about being on iOS and what this is going to look like. It made me really nervous when IW said that in order to get Apple approval, they'd have to take away the crypto, but then they would just put it back later. I was like, what?
Wait, but
what do you mean?
There's other games
what
that
are you
have crypto.
I know. So I don't know what's going on. I mean,
I don't get
it's
that.
it's like the pros and cons. Like, would you rather have Apple approved or not? Like, what's going to be the better of the two evil? I don't know.
I figured that the reason Apple hadn't done it yet was because they can't get a cut of it, and so I figured this is really going to help that, because then they could take a cut. Yeah. But so
you're saying we have to remove it though.
So where did this news come from? Who said that? I totally missed
Illusion
it.
Weaver.
Yeah.
So this was like the December surprise, which was also another Medium article. Was it the same one? No, it was a separate one.
The December surprise was the gift cards thing.
Right.
I didn't see anything in the gift cards article about taking out crypto.
Well, so it was mentioned in Discord that
okay,
in order to have like the Apple approval, that might need to happen. And then it was something about like iOS is going to have issues with like withdrawing now or something. I don't know exactly. I'm trying not to make it too set in, it doesn't sound like anything set in stone.
Yeah.
But we'd have to like log in with an Android in order to withdraw crypto for whatever reason. I don't know, because test flight would go away or something.
Well, yeah, test flight. I mean, if iOS accepts it, you wouldn't be in test flight anymore. You would be in the actual game.
So maybe it's like the exchange being associated or something. I don't know. I really don't understand like the logic behind it. If it's okay for Android and not for iOS, but I don't know. It's probably an Apple thing, but
it's definitely an Apple thing. Like most things are okay for Android. It's like all like open source stuff. Yeah. Like they just make sure it's not a virus or it's not going to like, hurt you or steal something from you. It's not malware of some sort, and then they approve it.
Right.
Like, it could be like the shittiest like game that literally you just like tap the screen and it just changes color, and that could still be in the Google Play Store, because who the hell cares? Like it's all just whatever.
I'm just curious how this is going to affect like or not affect, but what this means for players like UK players in Philippines and Malaysia and stuff, like the ones that don't even have exports yet. Like, does this mean they're like, if they're also on iPhone, that they'll have to get an Android in order to cash out the crypto that they already have? Are they still going to be able to do that, or does that like flip over to gift cards now? Like, I'm kind of curious to see how it all unrolls.
Are there really like
unfolds
any UK or Philippines or Malaysian players on iOS? Like there may be one or two, but like test flight's been closed since they started. Like test flight was full when I started.
Maybe, but I mean, it doesn't change the fact that they don't have crypto withdrawals, right? So
right.
if
Yeah.
they're looking to eliminate that for, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Because
I think
gift cards was kind of the main December surprise, right? That like you'd
yeah.
have the option to cash out in gift cards or in crypto as normal. So I hope it just ends up going that way, and you have your choice to do one or the other, and it's not like people on iOS are stuck with gift
Yeah.
cards. I mean, all on link right now. I just need to know.
I think it's awesome. I'm excited
Yeah.
because it's so easy to explain to people. Like people that don't
Oh
do the
yeah.
crypto thing, like
For growth, it's great.
yeah,
Like
like
growth
it'll
of
be
the game.
so
Yeah.
easy to refer people at this point. It won't be
Yeah.
like, oh, it's some weird crypto thing. No, it's like
Yeah.
when I was playing this heavily before, I was making like $60 to $80 a week. Okay, do you want $60 to $80 worth of Target gift cards a week? Sure, why not?
I'll take them. I'll take them. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, like, I
Yeah.
probably still won't be doing it. Like, I've unlinked at this point because I'm using my earnings to buy my crystal keys, and I'll be buying extra crystal keys when structures come out and I have to buy them that way. So, like, I'm keeping my money in the game. But if
Yeah.
I was taking my money out of the game at this point, I would probably be taking it in the form of Target gift cards instead of crypto. Or I do half and half,
hard.
maybe. Maybe I do half and half.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Because, yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know. For some reason, I really am. I would rather have the crypto. I don't know, but maybe
yeah,
it's just because I'm used to that, and like that's what's. I mean, that with the trivia, with the community. I mean, that's all that's kept me here. But
yeah.
it's
The
people don't
crypto,
like change. Blah blah blah.
right, right. The crypto to me is
That's
so
probably that.
abstract. Like, I don't look at it. I don't, like, it's sitting in
I could see that.
upholds, which I have never taken money out of. Like, it's
Right.
not, it doesn't exist for me when it's crypto. Which
Yeah.
is maybe
I can
that's a
see
good
that.
thing. Like, it's a savings account and maybe it'll go up in the future.
Right.
But at this point, my earnings from Coin Hunt have only lost money. Like, they've
Yeah.
only lost money. I've lost as much as I've made at this point. Just from playing super freaking hard when it was high and now it's low. So if I had,
Yeah.
if at that point I had taken the stuff out as Target gift cards and paid for my groceries with it, like,
That's a fair point.
I would have had a lot more money than I do now. So
Like
I don't
gas.
know.
What about gas cards? I'll take some gas cards, like Chevron or something.
Yeah.
At least I can justify the money I'm spending here. But
On cue.
I mean, it's the
Give
same,
me
right?
on cue all day long.
No, I'm excited about that part. Definitely for, like you said, like recruiting new players. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It'll be so
Now,
much easier. And if it gets them out of, you know, test flight and the iOS approval, and we can finally recruit people with iPhones, I'm 100% on board because I
right.
am locked up on the referral board because of this. So
Yeah. I just it's interesting to me that like half of the companies that you can earn gift cards for, I don't even recognize them. Though I imagine that's because they're international or something.
Yeah, Canada or UK or Philippines, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah.
Yeah, there was just some that I just had never heard of before, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I was surprised of some that weren't there. Though it makes sense. So, like, there's no Amazon on that list, but that's because you can't really go to a physical Amazon location to get the gift card. Unless they did, like, the Amazon lockers or something. Like, you could go to an Amazon locker, maybe. Because Whole Foods is on that list, and Whole Foods is Amazon. But you can get a Whole Foods gift card, but not an Amazon gift card.
You also need a membership to Amazon in order to use it, right?
No. You don't have to be a Prime member.
So
I mean,
maybe that's another reason why. No, you don't?
no.
That's just to have 2-day shipping?
Yeah, that's just
What's the
for
point of the membership then? Why the heck do I pay $160 a year?
to get free shipping.
No, for real. Oh, okay. So if you don't have a membership, you don't get free shipping. That's it? That's it?
Yeah.
That's all of it?
Anything that you buy that's Prime, you would not get the Prime delivery if you didn't have a membership. Plus the like Amazon Prime Music and the
That's
Prime
true.
cloud storage and all the random shit that comes with Prime.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. But you can use a gift card if you're not a member. Like anyone can buy stuff from Amazon. Okay. But yeah, I don't know.
She said that's funny to think about. Imagine someone's playing for gift cards, but since it's stored as fake crypto in game, it could go up or go down before they can withdraw. If that makes sense. Yeah, I see what you mean, Shu. So they could think that they have. Well, I mean, still though, the value of that would show as they were withdrawing, right?
While they're
so I guess if somebody's new to crypto, it'd be a little. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it might be confusing. If they're thinking that they get 10 cents per vault, which I know that changes based on great, good, whatever. But like if they're thinking they get 10 cents per vault, but then when they go to withdraw, they don't have a round, like if it's a couple pennies or whatever, and they're like, I thought I was getting 10 cents per vault because it fluctuates. Right. Like by the time they go to withdraw, it would be different than when they earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out. It'll be exciting. But also within this, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Also in this announcement, there was mention of perhaps the removal of the 333 system and dropping crypto every time, but at a lower rate. It wasn't in the article. This was also in Discord discussion after the article came out. Which personally, I think this would solve all of the issues of people complaining that they're not getting crypto on this, and I've gotten 5 resource boxes in a row, yada, yada, yada. Like, we all know how RNG works, but I think psychologically, it's just better for the overall player base, where like, I'm okay with getting paint and stuff like that, but I understand not everybody is okay with that. So if you get a little bit less crypto, but guaranteed every time, I don't know. I think that would be great.
You know what I would like a lot is if they just gave us the choice every time. If it was just, you have to choose resources or crypto. So when people are hunting, if you're running heavy during the events, they're going to pick the resources and they won't be taking crypto. And then during non-events, like it might change because people might need paint. You know, and that'll make the paint way more valuable too, because people won't be getting it all the time where they don't even care about it.
Yep. So. And Illusion Weaver said 2023 is going to be the year of building. So resin and paint are going to be super valuable, are supposed to be super valuable coming up. We know that there's going to be probably a lot out there already, but so the balancing of that economy is going to take a little time. But yeah, I agree with you. That's something I didn't even think about.
Yeah, and
yeah, I agree. Anakura said I'm in favor of removing the 333, and doing like 6.6 cents per UV. I think that's great.
See, I don't think they even need to do the 6.6 cents if they do the 50-50 split, because I think there are so many people that would always pick resources. Not always, but for most of the time, pick resources. Yeah, think of all the new players that are going to need to build up their headquarters. You know, when they first start, they're going to want that purple paint and their green paint. And like, it's not that easy to get purple paint anymore like it used to be when we started. It's a lot rarer now. And they need that to upgrade their headquarters. So, like, during this big marketing push, like, I think the majority of the people starting would choose resources just so they can get their foothold in the game and, like, you know, get to everyone else's level. At that point, they might switch to money, but
Yeah, so Toasty said no way a choice would be overwhelming crypto. I kind of agree that people are going to pick the money over resources, even if they needed to upgrade their headquarters. Um, for somebody that needs to upgrade their headquarters that's just playing for the crypto, why would they do that? There's no point because they don't care about the skins.
Yeah.
They probably don't care really about the auction house because I mean, maybe because they want to just sell all of the extra resources they get, but I don't see them going out of their way to get the resources to do that.
Well, I can
Yeah,
tell
new
you.
players would not have the foresight to do it. I mean, it depends on when the timing is. Like during events, totally. I can see
Yeah.
that 1000%. Yeah. Um
I
I
can
guess we'll
tell.
just need like the sequence of events will kind of depend on what that all is going to take because if you need a bunch of this, the tagging and the structures and all of that, we need that kind of to come first so the demand is there and then people want the resources for the demand.
Yeah. I personally, like, if it were me and there was a 50-50 choice, I I would probably earn my $20 a month to get my crystal keys, and from that point on would pick resources only. So
What?
that
Really?
mm-hmm.
Mm.
Cuz that way I'm
Hot
not
take.
putting
Oh, we have our own unpopular opinion section.
I'm just saying that's
No, I'm
what I
kidding.
would do.
I'm kidding. That was
Beca-
I was joking
yeah, yeah.
because the Coin Hunt crew does a unpopular opinion section and think it's funny.
Yeah.
It's great.
Cuz personally I
But
would I feel like
yeah.
I don't want to put money into the game. So I want to earn enough crypto to pay for my adventure road. And then at that point, I'm way shorter on keys than I've ever been in this game. Like I used to be able to get 200 plus a day. And now I'm lucky if I get 30 a day. I don't walk that much
Yeah.
in the winter. So like I would at that point switch to resources so that I could sell the paint in the because almost every time that this list something in the auction house thing has come up on Adventure Road, my first go to is red paint because I've got a good chunk of it and it sells really well.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I haven't sold purple paint is because I don't have a huge chunk of it. I've got a good chunk, but I kind of want to save that. And now it's much harder to get than it was when I first earned it. So
For sure.
but red
Yeah.
paint is not too hard. So I've been selling a lot of red paint. And if that was more valuable because more people were picking crypto when they have the choice,
Yeah.
I would get more keys. And then I would maybe like if that had been going for the past couple months, like maybe I would have had enough keys to buy the freaking QB in the auction house and complete the quest chain, you know? Like I was playing for the crypto in the beginning. Now I'm
Yeah.
playing for the game, for the prestige. The prestige as I sit like number 600 in the country for the month.
Right. No, but I mean now it's like we're attached, right? Like we have a sentimental relationship with this game where it's like, okay, we're not just in it for the crypto. And
Yeah.
it's never been that way, right? For either of us. But
I mean, the first few days it was totally for just the crypto. Before I knew the game, before I got on the Discord, it was just the crypto.
For me, it was the trivia. So I'm the weirdo that's like, oh, cool, you get money for answering trivia? Sweet.
Yeah, yeah, that was also interesting. Yeah,
Toasties is in it for the lulz. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, at this point, it's like we've become an internet personality. We gotta keep our reputation up by like having keys and completing quest lines. Like we can't be failing over here like I did. So
you can't be filthy casuals now.
No. So like
Damn it.
that's why I would take the resources. But that's me
Fair.
being someone that's borderline of like not being able to complete shit. Most of the people like that the names that we know in the community, most of them don't have the same problem I have. Like the Gias, they've got their shit on lock. They don't need to be taking paint because they get plenty of keys and they have plenty of good hunting grounds that they don't have to stress during events like I do. So, yeah.
So Marvin's house is bringing up a good point on, he said it's subjective. If you're in it for the crypto, in it for the game, in it for the gift cards, and gift cards equal crypto in the end. But I don't know. This kind of spiraled into a separate conversation because maybe Illusion Weaver had said you convert your crypto to gift cards, but I thought that they were all partnerships, right? So why? I guess I'm trying to figure out, like, aren't these partnerships paying to be a part of Coin Hunt World, right? So like,
not necessarily. No. So maybe, but not necessarily. Because it's winter, I've been spending a lot more time sitting around on my phone. So doing that, I was playing a game.
Love the honesty.
It was showing me ads constantly. And it was this ad for this this app called Misplay. And Misplay, basically, you download the app Misplay, and then you play games through Misplay, and they pay you for playing other games. So you download Misplay, and through Misplay, if you've never downloaded Candy Crush before, you download Candy Crush through Misplay, and you earn points. And the longer you play, the more points you earn. It's like the more you spend time in a game, the more points you earn.
Right.
And different games have different point rates of how fast you earn. And then you can turn those points in for Amazon gift cards, Uber Eats gift cards, Google Play gift cards, all the gift cards. And honestly, the majority of the list on Misplay... The majority of the list on Misplay is the same as the list that they had for Coin Hunt World.
That's on. Yeah. Interesting.
And it's kind of the same for a lot of these games that will pay you things or that you can get gift cards out of. And I kind of feel like this is just I don't know how it works, but I feel like there's just like this group of companies that you can sell their gift cards. They like opt in.
Yeah, they just opt in for something like this. Yeah.
Yeah, because think of if you go to like the CVS end cap where there's gift cards, you can buy gift cards at CVS for lots of other places, right? But it's all kind of the same chunk of places. There's Google Play ones, there's Amazon ones, there's Target ones, there's, you know, like all that stuff. So I don't know. It's like, it makes me feel like they signed up to do the same thing that Misplay and all these other pay you to play things do. I don't know that it's necessarily a direct partnership. It might be, though. I mean, they've been talking about doing that, but
I don't know. I guess that's where my brain kind of went right away, because it was like, okay, so how I envisioned the partnerships was along the lines of like the sushi quests and stuff, right? Like that was what I had in my head of the partnerships that they're looking to target. And
except with the sushi quest, the sushi restaurants didn't even know that they were
right. But then they used the like, this is just a beta test on what structures will look like, and it would roll out in a partnership kind of denomination. But which, I mean, por qué no los dos? You could do both, right? So
I don't know. I think
there's
this Christmas that's my slogan.
I mean, yes.
My boyfriend goes, it's your slogan though, right? I was like, what slogan? He's like, you know, the Spanish one. I was like, what are you talking about?
Korkio. Por qué no los dos? Yeah. It's kind of one of my favorite things to say now, so.
Me too.
I kind of blame that on you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the sleepy ha-has are like one of my favorite things to say too, and we got that from Anna, so like, yeah.
I was just telling my host team about that last night.
Yeah. I love how
by the time. Go ahead.
I love how she says in a month you'll be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah. Hashtag ad.
Whoever would like to sponsor us, just contact me. I'm down.
We will accept Target gift cards in crypto.
Right?
We are not expensive at all.
Yeah. Though I agree with what Anakura is saying over here. I was kind of thinking along the same lines too. He says CoinHunt might be having a partnerships with the companies because of an agreement to make the structures of those brands in game.
Right.
And yeah, I did have that thought that there's probably, aside from just the gift card thing, there's probably some additional agreement because of putting those structures in the game. I guess
right, like the likeness.
Yeah, you definitely would have to have their permission to do it for sure.
Exactly.
But I bet there's like an additional, like these other games, they just give you a list of gift cards you can buy, but they don't advertise the brands to buy them. You don't have to be at a store. You don't have to be at a Starbucks in order to buy a Starbucks gift card off Misplay, right? So I feel like they've got to be getting those discards at a steep discount. Gift cards.
Okay.
Did I say discards? Because
I think you said gift cards.
Discount. Anyway, they should be getting those.
They
gift cards
really
at a
should be
steep
called
discount.
that.
Yeah.
Discards makes way more sense.
Right. Because like they're doing more than just giving someone an opportunity to buy a gift card to your business. They're also making them walk there, and they're making them buy that gift card there, and your business is one of a few limited businesses that they can buy gift cards for. So it's like an extra push to get someone to get a gift. So like I feel like, I don't know what the rate would be, but maybe they should only be paying like 50%, maybe 50% is a little, maybe they should be paying 75% on the dollar, 75 cents on the dollar for every gift card they give out. So like you earn $1 in CoinHunt World and you want $1 gift card, CoinHunt only had to pay 75 cents for that. That would be pretty sweet, in my opinion. And that would be smart. I don't know if that's what it is.
If they're trying to move away from crypto for now, then I mean, I think that this is like the best alternative that is makes sense for everybody. Like Titanium Toaster and hunters. So yeah, Kevo, I don't think it's going to become that, honestly. Like I think the devs have too much
passion.
They're invested too much in this game to let it just like sell out with ads. I think that's why it's taking so long to figure out how this business model can successfully make money, but also move forward in growth and still keep the payouts and all of these things. Because at the end of the day, like they could take the crypto out of it and they'd still have a game, you know? Like
And I like this format.
Pokemon Go doesn't have any money associated. Like you pay if you want extra stuff in Pokemon Go. It's not like they're paying you to play that game. Yeah. So I totally get like and can appreciate all of their effort that they're making to try to keep the reward system as good as it is now that we're all kind of sticking around for, you know?
Yeah. And
among other things.
Among other things. Yeah. And I love this format though. Like we're not going to have to watch an ad to earn stuff. Like
all of the rest of the shit out there that we
yeah. And like you're not going to just have a Starbucks thing pop up on your screen unless you go to a Starbucks. Like the Cubieverse is going to mimic the real world. The businesses that exist in front of you are going to be in the game, and that's the ad, and that's it. Like there's no additional push. It's just, hey, this is where you are. So this is what you see. And I like that because it works for the businesses, because not every business is going to have a relationship with CoinHunt World in order to get their business also in the game. So you'll have, like, you're going to have Starbucks in the game, but the Scooter's Coffee and the Dunkin' Donuts down the street won't be in the game. Only the Starbucks will. So it's not, I don't know, it's not shoving the brands in your face any more than they already are in your face because you're already
Right.
there. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know.
And I
I like
remember,
it.
yeah. And I remember playing, when we were playing Pokemon for a little bit, the Starbucks partnership or whatever that they came up with was not there initially, if I'm not mistaken. It like came later in the game. And it was kind of the same way. Like it was geo associated, and just at Starbucks locations, you'd have like a sponsored or branded Pokestop. But then it like encouraged, it drove traffic there because they had like a special Pokemon drink or something like that. I can't remember what it was called, but I remember that they had that, which drove a little bit more traffic to actually not just go buy Starbucks, but you'd go inside the store, right? So like in this sense, the gift cards are what's kind of driving you to go into the store, and as opposed to just driving by Starbucks and getting the vault.
Yeah.
Right. So, or
Yeah.
walking by whatever your mode of transportation
I
is.
didn't even know Starbucks had an agreement with Pokemon Go. Like I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And
so it's definitely been done before without it being like, here's a 30-second ad to interrupt your gameplay until you can continue or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just more organic.
Think about the benefit Target gets in this over Walmart. There's print shops at Target and Walmart. But if you need to print something and you need to get a gift card, you're going to go to Target. You're not going to go to Walmart unless you want to go two different places, which doesn't make sense because the print shops are the same. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And like in the grand scheme of things, I think in regards to like the metaverse of all of it, we're still like ahead of the rest of the world, in the sense that like more and more studies are coming out where people are so involved with their phone, where like the real world is in their screen more than it is in front of them, right? So brands are going to be paying, like if all of this happens, right, Apple gets approved, or if Coin Hunt World gets approved on iOS, and one thing leads to another, you can bet your ass that people are going to be paying for any ad play or structure or just presence in the game. I think
sure.
everybody forgets sometimes that we are very early adopters, and as much as IW has said it, is like, you guys are all beta testers still, and I know the game has been around for a long time, but I think it's for this reason, like the rest of the world also needs to catch up. It's not just us. Like where it all has to come together in a symbiotic relationship, and it's just taking a little bit longer with the economy being the way it is and stuff. But I still have hope that like a year from now the conversation will be much different than what we're having right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's just me. But
I kind of wonder if it'll be a year from now or if it's going to take a lot longer than they're expecting, but I see it happening in the future somewhere for sure. Like, I mean, those discussions with big businesses like Target take a long time. They're not like they're not quick things. So like, yeah, I don't know how long it'll take, but I do see it happening eventually. I mean, that's why I'm here. That's why we have our show. That's why I'm still invested. That's why, I still play, even though there have been times where I'm just like, I don't really care anymore. That's why I stay, because it's like, hey, we got here first and we love it and we want to show the rest of the world. Like, when they come looking, we want to be the ones with the answers. So.
And dude, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that Starbucks structure that they had, it
was cool.
The little picture of, again, a year ago from when I was still a new player, would not have seen that coming so soon. So I'm just saying, like, I think what's up, Nikki Boo? Not super heavy. I think we're just getting into the good stuff, and reflecting on what a year it's been and what's to come in Coin Hunt.
Yeah, if you'd
But
rather laugh, you might want to rewind back to the beginning. There's some laughs there.
but no, I'm excited for what's happening, and
yeah.
well, Coin Hunt Fest should have a good influence on a little bit more boots on the ground marketing and how that's all going to work. So I don't know. Like IW said, it's going to be 2023 is the year of building, and I think that's across the board.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
the
I'll
one
be
thing
building.
I'm kind of bummed about is that this shows me that it's kind of just going to stick to national and international chains. So like
your corner coffee shop wouldn't necessarily benefit.
right, or like my vault that's at a bank is at a local credit union. Probably need to move that to the Chase down the street. And then, Joey's main vault, that one of them that he moved is at a local chain pizza place. So he'd probably want to move that to a Domino's or something.
Right.
Which that's kind of a bummer because like I would love the local chain pizza place to be the place you go to do pizza things.
Yeah, right.
Because
it's funny that you say this. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say because it's on the main road and it's the place we actually go eat pizza.
And you want to like shop small and support local and increase those things. But I mean, IW also mentioned like local gift card shacks and stuff that are a little bit more generic. So maybe we'll have like, I don't know, you never know. Maybe the sponsored ones, like the Starbucks coffee shops, you get a little bit more of a discount because they're branded. Like maybe Starbucks is paying 25% for that structure and you're paying 75%, where like the local one, you'll support it 100%.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
or like something along those lines. That could be something that's implemented. And as we know, things always change.
Right.
But I realized the other day that all of my, not all of them, but like half of my user vaults are at hotels because they just work. Like in Santa Monica, everything on Ocean Boulevard is either a restaurant, a bar, or a hotel. And so I was able to snag the hotel spots, and I really love those locations, and I refuse to move them right now until we get more like concrete examples of where we need to have vaults. But yeah, I mean, that leads into a whole other discussion of old user vaults of people who aren't playing, and we should be able to get those spots since we are active players, and yada yada.
I hope they don't do that, because there will be a lot of vaults that go away in my area.
I know. Oh my gosh, if you really want to take a deep dive into how people are thinking, the Community Alliance server has been talking a lot about all of that kind of stuff and the advantages of having inactive user vaults in your area. If you're in I'm like scared to say their city. If you're in Vancouver, if you're in LA, just interesting takes. So yeah, there's been a lot of chatter, more than I've seen in a long time, in the Community Alliance server. So
interesting.
It might, if anybody's interested, I'd go take a little peek just to get some perspective and what people are thinking.
Yeah.
But
now, one thing I think Cuckoo Puffs had mentioned it, and I think it would be great, is if a player owns a small business and wants to have their small business partner with Titanium Toaster. I think that would be awesome, and I'm super excited for that to happen if we can make it happen.
That would be cool.
I don't know if I could offer gift cards for taxes, but I could only offer them to American players.
Right.
Well, like, I would totally do that.
Right. And the guy that has the record store, or the person that has the record store, sorry, I don't know if it's a guy or a gal, but Iconic Records, I think is their name.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be super cool. If I could do it online, I'd be buying records from your store online. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Or
Like I
through Coin Hunt.
yeah, I've got a vault that's like kind of the edge of my neighborhood, and I would make that my little tax hut. Like I'd be
Yeah.
happy to make that a tax hut, and anyone that comes and hits that vault can get like a discount on their taxes for that year. Man, I'd be doing so many taxes even if I just added the Okies as my clients. Like that'd be a huge
Right?
boom to my business.
Okay, just no interrupting on Sundays, you guys. Promise.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I think that'd be super cool.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if our phones can handle all of the data, like the size of the file that would be needed in order to make all this happen. But yeah.
True.
Yeah. Anyway.
The popcorn poopy everybody's talked about.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so that should be, I mean, so the December surprise was a lot of like, these things are in the pipeline, but we don't have all of the details yet. So I guess we'll all figure that out, and they're giving us some room to speculate, which is fine, healthy for all of us.
Well, and we kind of knew that the December surprise was going to be the additional export method, right?
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like everyone didn't catch that somehow, but I remember people still wondering what the December surprise was, and I was like,
didn't they
already know?
Well,
we don't know specifics.
Some people might have thought that it was like another exchange being added for like UK or something along those lines. But I mean, it's alternatives that are trying to satisfy everybody plays. So I'm excited for that. That'll be we look forward to it.
Yeah.
So last little thing on just updates that happened also this week, and since you've been out of Discord, there are 2 VIP passes now available for Coin Hunt Fest.
Oh, available where and how?
So they're available. I don't know where they're going to be available. It sounds like maybe they might be headed to the auction house, but I don't. Maybe they're just going to be again a shop release, and then fastest thumbs wins kind of deal. But the geese, gooses, the ones that the Goose Bros, yes.
They backed out?
No, they got banned.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't know why. They don't know why.
I think we know why.
I mean, I think this is all speculation. I don't know. I don't know them, so I don't know.
I don't know them either. I have no clue who they are, but I know that their names got big probably around the time that they were cheating. I mean, right? They came out of nowhere.
I mean, but like, just because we don't know them doesn't mean they're not like legitimate players. Whatever. Anyway, benefit of the doubt, yada yada. They didn't
play for months and months and months, and all of a sudden they're buying a VIP pass. Something seems fishy to me, and it did then too. I was like, these goose are fishy. These geese.
I don't know.
Are fishy.
Geese are also like they're snappy little guys in person. Oh, that is the one animal that I have been chased by. I have been chased by geese.
Everyone has, I think, at this point. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, they had bought those 2 VIP passes, got banned. They're now back on the market. I am not sure what the devs have decided in regards to re-releasing those. But it's exciting. There's 2 extra VIPs on the market, so yay.
I love Nikki's way of saying general emission. passes. Do we know?
She's talking to EV.
Are we? Do we know anything about any more GA passes at all? Are they?
Let me check Discord really quick. Actually,
I mean, I haven't heard anything.
I think that they were working on.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're working on getting more spots.
They're trying to up it to 300 attendees. I think, right? It's at 200 now.
Made that happen yet? Like, I feel like that's one conversation with someone at the hotel, right?
So the thing is, they have to, in order to increase the sizing, they need to increase the hotel room bookings. Like it's a tit for tat kind of thing with the hotel. So if I had to guess, it's going to be similar to the last release where the general admission will be released, but you'll have to buy a hotel room.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Okay. I hope that works out. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm sure the only thing that's holding them up right now is the holidays. And once the holidays are over,
right,
people will be in their offices and they'll be able to make shit happen. Hopefully.
Exactly. It's always the holidays. Everybody's out of the office for like 2 weeks. Yeah, you can't get anything done. It's like the hardest time to work when you actually want to be productive. What's up, Hayes? Welcome back. Yeah. Marvin said that goose got cooked.
The goose got cooked. Christmas
and she
dinner.
said turn them into you guys. Nice. Oh my god. Yes, happy New Year, everybody. Cheers.
That's a fatty Christmas dinner. Goose is very fatty.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had geese.
I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure the Canada goose is a protected species, which is weird because they're freaking everywhere. I don't understand.
Yeah, what about the ones here? I've got some that are just in my college campus. You can take them all. They're so mean.
And I wonder if it's really true. I think I heard that on an episode of Letterkenny. Did you ever watch that show?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Letterkenny?
Oh my god, Letterkenny is hilarious. Have you seen the show Trailer Park Boys?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So it's kind of like a hick version of Trailer Park Boys, kind of, minus the drugs. Well, yeah.
Okay.
But it's also a little bit more highbrow, but it's a lowbrow version of highbrow. It's fucking amazing. Just watch it.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. And so anyway, I think in Letterkenny they were talking about how like someone was being aggressive towards a Canada goose, which by the way, they're not Canadian geese. They are Canada geese. Like that is the name, which is interesting.
Canada geese.
Canada geese. Yeah, they're not actually Canadian. They're just Canada geese. Yeah. Whatever. But yeah, they were saying that they were a protected species and like you could actually like be fined for hurting a Canada goose, which fuck it, if he's attacking me, I don't care. Fine me.
It was self-defense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to answer Nikki Boo's question. So she says, okay, again, if I don't have a general admission ticket, do I still get to do everything a general admission ticket gets to do? I have a place to stay. So Nikki, you can do no, the answer is no, because all of the panels and things that happen in the morning for the people that bought passes at Resorts World in this conference room that they're trying to get more space for, you'll need to have a GA pass or a VIP pass to get access to.
Inside the hotel things you can't do. The outside the hotel things you can.
Exactly. So, and it's not even necessarily inside the hotel. Like, of course, you can go walk around Resorts World and do all of the things. But yeah, getting into the panels and the happy hours and the dinners or whatever, right, like all of those things you're going to need a pass for. But the monument and the quest that's going to be happening, that's going to be in Vegas at the start of the event for all of Cubieverse eternity. So if anybody's going to be in Vegas that weekend and doesn't have a ticket or really wants to go and meet other coin hunters, I still like 1000% fully recommend plan the trip and come out, because we're all going to be hunting on the strip after 1:00, 1:30 in the afternoon, and for quite a few hours. So if you want to meet everybody and stuff, you still have like a big chunk of the day to do that. And then, you know, you don't have to be up at 8 a.m. for continental breakfast and panels and all of this stuff. Like,
right.
I don't know. I think it would be worth it because you'll still get to meet everybody on the strip and go hunting, and the monument will be there for your access. You'll just miss out on the actual like cubies of the fest and Resorts World cubies and those things, but I don't know what the quest entails, but I imagine those are also separate cubies or resources or winnings of some kind. So yeah, so you'll definitely get something.
What's the status on the party bus?
I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be like
it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen.
I know. Does it though? Because it's gonna be like $250 per person. Like if there's only gonna be 8 of us that go on it.
I don't understand.
And then you have to pay for a flight back home, and I'm like, oh, man, I could just drive my car for a tank of gas or so.
You can't take the party bus back home?
I'm not paying for that shit to stay there all weekend.
Can you rent a different party bus to go back home?
I mean, I guess. Now we're talking like this is a $2,000 trip here. Actually, there's not even food.
Well, okay, hold on. It seems like everyone is saying they're going on this party bus. Like, you listen to the Coin Hunt crew, they're talking about the party bus. They're talking about the UK guys going on the party bus.
The party bus, but there's only actually like 8 to 10 of us that are actually committed to going to the party bus. I have people telling me like, don't forget about the party bus. And I'm like, do you plan on coming? Are you like, tell me if you plan on coming. He's like, oh, no, next time. The fuck?
What next time?
Okay. Exactly.
So if y'all want to go on the party bus, if you guys want to go on the party bus, you need to contact Mama and tell her that you commit to paying for your share of the party bus. Or can you said this is your cousin's business, right? Mm-hmm. Hook your cousin up with Cuckoo Puffs, have it be a Coin Hunt party bus, and have them work out a business deal so that Coin Hunt pays for it.
So, okay, I've been waiting to have this conversation with him because we're doing our own like family Christmas this Saturday. So I like reached out to his company like on my own accord, like through their website and stuff. And so I have a whole plan in place. We're like, oh yeah, I reached out to them. I got the quote, blah, blah, blah. But like, you know, I'll go through my whole hit list of things and the founder of Bittrex and yada yada. And we're going for this crypto event and try to throw out some feeler words and see what fits.
Yeah. I honestly think that so they're starting their major marketing campaign in like February, they said, right? When they start all this other stuff, or March. What did they say? They said they're starting marketing in February.
February, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So, I think imagine getting a party bus wrapped with like a QB mobile looking, like put a QB wrap on it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What if Titanium Toaster paid for a wrap to go on one of their party buses, and then paid for that trip, and then paid for like marketing of that one party bus keeping a QB wrap on it? Like, that's good advertising. It's in the LA area, and especially the advertising of going from LA to Vegas, these are the kind of people that just do whatever the fuck they want. The people that go to Vegas a lot, right? They like to party. They
I think that's a great
play
point.
games, right?
Yeah.
Like this would be a great marketing push. And especially if you have a whole bunch of top hunters on that bus and they show up to a red carpet and everyone's going to be like, what is this game? How come we don't know about it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to bring this up with our coin
Renee,
hunt crew.
If you're
planning.
still watching.
Yeah. Renee, are you in here?
Am I right or am I right?
I mean, it's going to be something we're going to have to run past KKP, but
I mean, even if you don't like,
we were talking about marketing options and this might be a good one.
Yeah.
And then I'd have more like I just need more of a discount with this party bus. Cause I mean, driving, I understand why it's so expensive. Like the labor and, the cost associated with just gas alone, all of these things, it makes sense why it's above like $2,000, but I'm still like, I was envisioning like 20 people on this where that would make the cost only $100 and that's justified in my book. I'm like, great, 100, 150 with tip or whatever. Great. Perfect. But like 2 to 250, I'm like, no. Just plus a flight back. That's the other thing is like we need a way to get home. So
right. I think forget the idea of wrapping the bus and keeping it that way for a while. What if
but like Cuckoo logos Puffs, are a thing.
Well, like but what if Cuckoo Puffs just got like big car magnets made that you could slap on the side of the party bus, and that could make it like you can make anything the party bus. Like the next event, you guys can rent a party bus and just slap the magnets on the side of that.
Totally. Yeah.
This should be a thing.
I still think a wrap would be dope.
Yeah.
Like, then, oh my God.
But a wrap
what if it's like the Cubie air blimp on a party bus?
Yeah. But that's semi-permanent. Like you can take it off, but like that's a lot of money for a one event. Though.
No, I mean that's done. Like I have another guy that does wraps, like another one of my friends that could do that. So,
well, I have a client that
like
does
easy.
wraps, but like when I got a quote for the wrap on my car, it was like $2,500, and it was just like a small sedan.
Really?
But it was also the high level. It was like a matte finish, like really cool. I don't know if that made it more expensive. I don't know. I feel like wraps are kind of expensive, but I guess. I mean, there are, but it's
worth it for, I mean, if you, I don't know, marketing wise, I'm like billboards cost like real estate money where this is like a moving billboard.
You can get a billboard for like $100 on the highway here.
What? Are you serious?
That's why there's some random fucking billboards on our highway.
We've talked about the billboards in other states. I can understand actually. I'm like, why is everything spelled wrong?
Yeah. There are people that'll like buy the billboard for just the weekend just to say happy birthday to people. There's billboards that are like years old that are like anti-Obama campaign billboards or whatever. Like that those are kind of like way in between cities, like not anywhere near anything. But
in the middle of nowhere stuff. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this party bus has to happen. There's been enough talk, and there's like people, like the people. These are top hunters we're trying to transport here. Like I think this needs to happen.
At this point, I'll just rent like a what are they called? Like a motorhome or something, and we can just,
Dude, that could likely be cheaper.
Last resort. We need to make it happen because then at least we can all come back.
I rented a camper for a weekend and it was like $700.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so inexpensive.
I drove it.
We would have there and back, and that would be amazing.
And you could stay in it when you're there. You'd also
have
to find parking for that.
Yeah.
But
if anybody needed a place to stay while they're in Vegas,
there you go.
We're gonna be in Resorts World. You can sleep in the trailer.
Yeah, but
you just have to pay for parking.
You'd probably have to park it at a campsite though, like a HOA, KOA.
A KOA. Yeah.
Which I know there is one there because I've stayed there. They definitely have plenty of campgrounds with camper hookups in Vegas. But I rented one from we picked it up in Oklahoma City. We drove down probably 3 hours to some middle of nowhere in Texas, and then had it for the weekend, and then came back, and it was like $700.
That's not bad at all. I think that'll be the next thing I look into.
Yeah.
But I'm still I think this marketing campaign idea is not a bad idea.
I mean, yeah.
We have a meeting on Tuesday, so I'll bring this up.
What about Black Boy? Would he go on the party bus? Is he going?
Yeah, he wants to go.
Okay.
He said 100% down because he'll be coming solo.
Didn't
Mama
he get his car wrapped like Blockmobile thing?
He did. Yeah.
What kind of car does he have? How many? Oh, okay.
It's one of those. I don't know if I don't think he still has that car actually. But he has a Beamer of some kind. I don't know. Marvin's house could probably tell you which one. I have no idea. Yeah, a Partridge Family bus. I mean, there's tons of like school buses we can rent and stuff. That would be fun. A little Scooby-Doo van.
Yeah, do it Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back style. With the doobie snacks in the back.
Yes. Yeah, what's the tiny car called? Oh, what's up, Matthew Straight? How are you? The tiny car. What's it called? The like I9 or something like that?
I9's not that's
it's not Beamer.
The I goes at the end.
I8?
Oh, wait.
No,
different one. I had a boyfriend that drove a 325i. Oh, i3.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. See, I was close.
Yeah.
I9, like the freaking tax form.
Yeah. I'm surprised that wasn't the one I said. Yeah.
Anyways, yes. This is the week that we're going to make party bus things happen. So stay tuned, everybody. Send me a DM if you're interested for real. But I mean, I've been saying that for like the past couple of months, and I've got a total of 10 to 12 people that are actually like closer to 8 to 10. So that's with our UK hunters and whatnot. So for you guys, like, is this allowed? DSK, 1N, and Hayes, if you guys are still coming to LA, you are welcome to carpool with us if we just take our car, because our car has plenty of room for all of us too. So if you're not renting a car, if you were planning on the party bus, I am happy to be your mode of transportation no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll figure it all out.
Trash Tube doxed himself.
What happened, Trash Tube?
But he like purposefully doxed himself, like.
Oh.
Oh wait, yeah, it's still there.
Yep, that's okay.
You didn't have to tell us who you were. You could have just changed your name, and then we would never have known.
I can delete the comment if you'd like, Trash Tube. Just let me know.
It's kind of too late. It's in the video.
Oh snap! That's right.
Though I could blur it out of the video.
Senor.
If you want me to, let me know, and I can blur it out of the video too. Oh, not for the live stream though. It would take a couple of days, so I don't know how many people would see it before I blur it. So,
Trash Tube, you're going to Vegas, right? I hope so.
What about Annalite?
Has Annalite come in?
Is she old enough to do Vegas style?
I don't think so. I think she's in high school, right?
No, I thought she was in.
She's in college?
I thought she was maybe year one college. I don't know. I thought she was like borderline.
No worries. This is also an alias. Oh, okay. I love that. He's so smart. Yeah, Trash Tube. Are you coming to Vegas? We need to know. Layers.
Trash
Absolutely
tube
going.
is
Babe, Marvin is staying home with Nana.
And like Gleam is a maybe.
Okay. I hope she comes. I need more ladies of the hunt there.
Hey, the first time I went to Vegas, it was with my dad. Nothing wrong with going to Vegas with your dad, so.
No, especially not for coin hunt.
Right? It is kind of awkward if you're doing Vegas things, but like if you're just doing coin hunt things, then it's cool.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Analyte just needs her GA pass. All right. Cool. Cash man in the house. So did you see that? I'm going like totally off topic here, but did you see that Seth Walosha had tagged us on Twitter and said, can we add this song? And it was Tree Trunks by Late Night Radio for Danibus, because he's been doing all of his walking goals and his legs look like tree trunks.
I did see that.
I love that. It's one of my favorite songs on the playlist now. It's so awesome. So it's still on there for you guys. I don't know if you're in the stream, but great job.
Interesting.
Great reco.
So I wonder if it's been fixed. I'm actually going to check. But I had a feeling he was doing something because our local leaderboards don't work right now. And we checked with someone in another state, and theirs do work, but it seems that no one in Oklahoma. Oh, hey, it got fixed. Never mind, it's fixed. For like 3 weeks, when you clicked on local, it just like the doors wouldn't open to reveal who was on the leaderboards. Like it would just stay with like the closed door thing. Yeah. So, and he kept asking about it. And I had a feeling it was because he wanted to know where he was at. Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting. So it looks like we've got, I'm going to guess this is a new local player because I don't recognize it, but I also am pretty bad at looking at the local leaderboards. But currently number 3 in Oklahoma is someone named G405. And for those that don't know, 405 is our area code. So it's,
Oh, okay. 405 is our freeway.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm at number 7, so they're definitely ahead of me.
Yeah. And Akura said that's such a weird bug with the local leaderboard. Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
That only happens like if I don't have service or something. It doesn't.
And I've seen it happen for that too. But yeah, it was everyone in Oklahoma couldn't open their local, and then when we noticed it, we checked people in other states, and they said they could open their locals. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Some Okie broke the leaderboard.
Yeah, maybe it was Danibus. Maybe he's walking too much and he keeps breaking it. I don't know.
It's those tree trunk legs just crushing the leaderboard.
Yeah. Well, and actually, he's not even first right now. So I wonder if that was last month. Well, I mean, I know that he mentioned that last month, but I wonder if he stopped walking for this month, which would be interesting because it's freaking gorgeous. Like I said, it was 72 degrees here today. And like yesterday, it was like 65. And the day before, it was like 65. And apparently tomorrow, it's going to get cold again. So I've been soaking it up as much as I can.
Good for you. Trash Tube said every day is leg day.
Every day is leg day.
In Coin Home World it is.
Mm-hmm.
I get those walking goals in.
And your mystery boxes, which if you are doing the adventure road, adventure pass, whatever, is a challenge for today. So get your mystery box and then claim your daily challenge.
Snap.
I am now on tier 2. I did 2 of the challenges yesterday, and I did the mystery box one today, and I'm at an even 300. Well, I was at an even 300, so I'm at 0 on tier 2. And I'm not doing 6 walking goals, and I am not winning something on the auction house. So that'll be it for me today. Oh well.
Dang. What everybody get in their mystery box? Hayes got 10 blue keys.
I got the same as Hayes.
I got another 50!
You
oh my God!
did?
You can tell that was a very honest response.
Yeah.
Yes! Oh
That's
my God, that's
awesome.
like twice in 24 hours. Oh
that's really good. I got the same as
Thanks,
Hayes.
Coin Hunt World.
So
10 blue keys.
yeah.
Oh my.
And I'm getting my blue paint from my Adventure Road claims.
Oh.
And I did pretty poorly last year in the local leaderboards. I only got 20 blue keys for my local leaderboards. So it's like
Last month?
Yeah, I think that's the lowest I've ever done.
Honestly, that's really good.
For California, yeah, but Feedgo also got 50.
Woo! Go, Feedgo! Yeah, we are the champions again.
Just don't go hide under some rando's truck.
Oh, what's up, Trugoy? Glad to see you in here.
Well, that was fun.
Oh, Hayes said he got back-to-back 50 blue keys a few days ago. Nice.
That always feels good.
It does feel good.
Dude, my mom has like 3 times as many keys as me. I found out.
Feedgo said she hasn't missed a walking quest yet this year. That's amazing. Wow.
What? That's crazy.
Oh, I think I need one of those shoe. Yeah, what were you going to say about your mom?
Oh, she's got like 3 times as many keys as me. She collects her mystery
have?
boxes every day, which that blew my mind. The fact she actually logs in and gets her mystery boxes. And then
Without you reminding her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's part of her daily routine is to wake up, get her mystery box. Yeah.
Love it.
And then she gets it, like, she gets the stuff when she walks, the keys when she walks.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't, like, she hits vaults when we walk, but aside from that, she doesn't play. So, like, she's got, like, 3,000 keys.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
So Trash Tube just said that you should see Fuzzy Crypto's key collection. Over 10,000 keys. Holy smokes.
Wow. Well, my mom's only been playing since, like, January. So, hey, it's been about a year for my mom.
I mean, honestly, that's, like, so good.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Feed Goat got us. She said she hadn't missed a walking quest yet this year. And she meant the one day of this year.
Got me. You got me. I'm so gullible.
There's going to be a lot of those jokes this week. Like,
oh my God. How many people said, see you next year?
Man.
Yeah. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so happy everybody was in here, though, on New Year's Day, because I know there's plenty of other things you could be doing with your New Year's Day, so I'm glad you guys came here.
Yeah.
I was all nervous.
Shu noticed that there is a tiki blueprint and a cat blueprint in the Adventure Road.
Oh, snap. I haven't even gone through it, actually.
Yeah.
Any other good stuff? What else is good stuff?
There was some good stuff.
Yeah?
Let me pull it up again. I mean, the cat blueprint was the most interesting thing to me when I first looked through it because, I mean, how else do you get those, right? Well, there's some yarn.
So is it just one of each? Like, is it one side is cat and one is tiki? Or is it like one and then one paid?
Let's see. Let's see. Where is it? So
that's cool.
It's on the paid side, you get one blueprint, and on the free, one cat blueprint. On the free side, you get one tiki blueprint.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Interesting that they consider the value of the tiki blueprint lower than the value of the cat blueprint. Yet I would still agree because I think more tiki blueprints were sold than cat blueprints.
You would say less? I would think that it's equal, right? Because they have like 500 blue paint on the paid side and then 500 blue paint
No,
on
well,
the...
yeah, but they're basically saying if you want a cat blueprint, you have to pay for the adventure road. But if you just want a tiki blueprint, you don't have to pay.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Feedgoat says she's going to get her first cat blueprint.
Woo!
Yeah. So I think that's
envelopes and scales.
Nice. Interesting thing there. There's some walnut. Well, I hate this. It shows a picture of 2 walnuts, but you only get 1 walnut. Like the image of the walnuts is 2, but it's really only 1 walnut. So that's
I know.
27th day.
They really got to just put those in a bundle, like printable bundle.
Yeah. Actually, it's interesting that it started this conversation that I realized my boyfriend had never had chestnuts. And so I was like, okay, we need to buy some chestnuts. Like, yeah, gone to the store, bought chestnuts, made chestnuts in the oven and eaten them.
What?
He's never done that.
Interesting.
So I was like, okay.
Shit in my stocking.
I was like, we need to do that. We need to go find some chestnuts. And so you can have the experience of burning the shit out of your fingers to put a warm nut in your mouth. Like, let's do this. And then I realized I can't find a place to buy freaking chestnuts. I've gone to the grocery stores. They're not there.
Really?
Yeah. Like I went to one store yesterday and they even had like this huge bin of like bulk large nuts, like, you know, walnuts and like Brazil nuts and whatever.
Cue the nut jokes.
And there's no chestnuts.
Well, I guess he's gonna have to get them in Adventure Road.
Well, those are walnuts, though. Those aren't even chestnuts.
Oh, that's right.
The Nutcracker, and I was wondering, I was thinking to myself, like, why is the Nutcracker doing walnuts and not chestnuts? Chestnuts is more seasonal, but then I realized you can't use a Nutcracker to open chestnuts. You use a Nutcracker to open things like walnuts. Because like chestnuts,
they're just too big.
Put in the oven and you peel them. They're peel nuts. They're not crack nuts.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so chestnuts, apparently there's like a good sized list of things he hasn't eaten. I mean, he grew up kind of poor and in the country and whatever. So he had never had spaghetti squash, but I introduced him to spaghetti squash last week. And I made a spaghetti squash strip scampi.
Oh my God, yum.
So yeah, that was pretty good. And then I found out he's had artichoke hearts, but he's never had the experience of eating an artichoke, like where you pull
with like
the petals
butter
off and like scrape it with your teeth. Like I grew up doing that, and he's never done that. But we didn't do butter. We did mayonnaise.
Oh, we did both.
Oh, okay.
Butter and mayonnaise.
Is interesting. Honestly,
really? Well, you had to do like melted butter. My mom used to like melt it.
I honestly think now that there's all these new like condiments are kind of the thing, I kind of want to do it with pink sauce, like the kind of pink sauce you'd get at a pizza place.
Oh, like a vodka sauce?
No, pink
sauce.
In
your Marvin's house sauce.
No, like so. Okay, I don't know if it's this way out there, but here you go to a pizza place and you can get pink sauce to dip your pizza in, and the pink sauce is like it's like a modified ranch. It's like I want to say it's like ranch with like cayenne and like I don't know, something that makes it pink.
Ranch?
It's
Okay,
a
but
modified
not like,
ranch.
okay.
It's not like a pink vodka sauce or a pink pasta sauce. It's like a pink ranch that you can dip your pizza in, and it's wonderful.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Most pink sauces I've tried are usually amazing. So
Yeah.
I just wish I knew what kind of sauce you were talking about. Like in
Yeah.
my head, I'm like, maybe it's Thousand Island
No.
vibes.
No.
Okay.
No,
It's like ranch tasting.
it's like a southwestern, I want to say, style ranch.
Chipotle kind of style.
Chipotle ranch-ish, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right.
But it's different. Like, and different pizza places have their own version. I don't know that I've ever been able to replicate any ones, so I don't exactly know what's in it. And Feed Goat saying ketchup ranch. I don't think it's ketchup. It's got way more flavor than that. It's one of the best tasting sauces I've ever had. Like,
Anna Crow would like to know what the heck is spaghetti squash.
oh, spaghetti squash. Yeah, so
it's spaghetti made out of squash.
So it's this squash that when you steam it and you take
ranch,
a fork.
Sorry, Shuey's on a roll as usual. He's just a funny guy.
Yeah. So spaghetti squash. So you cut. So it looks like a small watermelon almost, except it's yellow. It's like a oval, maybe this big size squash. It's oval. What I do is I cut it in half and then I put it in a steam basket, like half of it in a steam basket upside down, and I steam it in the microwave for like 10 minutes. First, when you first cut it open, it almost looks like pumpkin or butternut squash, where you have to like scrape out the seedy part that's got like pumpkin seed looking seeds in it. When you steam it, then you take a fork and you scrape the inside, and the way the spaghetti squash is, it comes out looking like spaghetti. It's like strings, but it's not stringy like celery. It's just strings of squash. And so you can use it as a pasta replacement. Like, I personally am not a fan of spaghetti squash with red sauce, but I love spaghetti squash with butter and cheese. Like all the Parmesan cheese in the world and butter. And so what I did was the shrimp scampi, I basically used the spaghetti squash as the spaghetti. And then I put, I cooked some shrimp in some lemon, garlic butter sauce, and poured that over the spaghetti squash. And it was like, it's a little bit crunchier than spaghetti because it's squash. I personally like it a lot. Shoot.
Cooking with Korkio. Cooking with a K.
But he wrote it as
you're a Kardashian.
He wrote it as cooking, though. I'm cooking.
Cooking with Korkio. See, I'm reading it as cooking with a K.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so yum.
It's a much lower
I can't
calorie.
believe you guys haven't heard of
it's also really good for people that have celiac. Because you don't have to worry about gluten. It's lower calorie, it's healthier, it's got way more vitamins and stuff. I'm personally not a fan of spaghetti as a version of pasta. I'm more of a penne or a rigatoni or a farfalle person. I like my pasta to be small and bite-sized. I don't like long, stringy pasta. But I like the spaghetti squash that way because it actually doesn't – it's not slurp. Yeah, it's not slurpy. It's like you can get a chunk of it and eat it instead of like having it go on forever.
It's bitey.
Yeah. There's no Lady of the Tramp scenes when you got spaghetti squash.
Well, Anna Kura concurs that he needs to be added to the list of hunters to go to Oklahoma to eat Korkio's food. Party bus to Korkio's, says Shu.
Yeah, there you go.
Straight to Korkio's kitchen. Korkio's kitchen stream.
I'm down, man. You know what I made for dinner tonight? I made so we're not eating meat anymore. Like we only eat fish and veggies, pescatarian, right? What I used to make a lot was chicken fajitas. But we don't eat chicken, so I substituted tonight the portobello mushrooms for the chicken.
Yum.
So it was orange bell peppers and onion, and I actually threw some olives in there because I love olives, and sliced up some portobello mushrooms, and I make my own fajita sauce with a A1 sauce base, which sounds really weird, like A1 steak sauce, but it's like
Yeah, I know.
it's A1 steak sauce and olive oil and lemon juice and cumin and chili, pepper and garlic salt and some minced garlic.
Interesting.
And it is the perfect fajita sauce. Like it would surprise you how good. So like you just cook up the vegetables.
Secret ingredient is the A1.
Yeah. You cook up the vegetables. At the end, you pour the fajita sauce. You get your tortillas. I like to melt my cheese, my shredded cheese on my tortilla first. And I also like to put a layer of baby spinach. And then I put my fajita stuff and yeah.
Delicious.
I've been enjoying cooking lately.
Shu says, making me too hungry for 10:31 p.m.
This is what happened in the Discord that night. I just started sending photos of food and
oh my god, delish. Oh snap. For everybody who's still in here, I just realized if you like Korkio's cooking and Korkio's kitchen, go ahead and throw a like on this video. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to our channel. All the things.
You know.
Oh, delicata squash. Oh my god.
That's one I haven't had.
Speaking my. Oh, we have that on at the restaurant right now. It's like one of our special. It's fall winter veggie. It's so good. But you couldn't use it as spaghetti squash because it falls apart too easily, you know?
Okay.
But it's very good.
Okay. And you can eat the skin. Okay. What's it shaped? How big is it? What's it shaped like?
Not like a normal squash.
Like a gourd?
Also, yeah, like a gourd.
Like butternut, like a gourd? Like
exactly.
Skinnier at the top? Okay.
Anna Cura says Google's how far Oklahoma is from Maryland.
It's from Rhode Island. It's about a 24-hour drive. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Maryland is maybe a few hours closer. Not that many. I know it's a 6-hour drive from Rhode Island to Baltimore. So 20 hours. Yeah. So anyway. Yeah, so artichokes are next. Artichokes and chestnuts. If any Okies are listening to this and you have seen chestnuts anywhere, please let me know where because I would like to purchase them. And this is interesting. Everyone seems to like hearing me talk about food and seeing the pictures of food, and I freaking love cooking. This is just a random out there thing, but I would totally be down to do a little cooking thing, but it would probably need to be on a subscription basis. So like, you know how we can do a thing where like we can have subscribers to our channel get additional content? Have you seen that, Mama? Yeah. So if you guys actually want me to do stuff about cooking, which I know Mama would be down. She freaking loves food stuff too. We could do a subscription-based item that, like, additional content for cooking stuff. I don't know. Let me know. Maybe. Yeah. If you really want it, we'll provide it. I don't know. I'd have fun with it. I mean, I could cook live on camera and, like, show you guys what's for dinner every night if you wanted to.
Right? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Patreon bonus. Yeah.
There we go. I'm down.
I'm pretty creative in the kitchen. My mom made her famous date balls for Christmas.
Date balls?
It's a cookie, but it's like a ball cookie.
With does she do like nuts on the outside or something?
No.
No?
I don't allow nuts. I don't like nuts in things. I like nuts on their own, but I've never liked nuts in things. I don't know why.
Okay.
Weird texture thing. But so it's butter and sugar and dates, and she melts it down and then adds in Rice Krispies and like kind of stirs it and gets like little balls of like date and sugar and butter and Rice Krispie, and then rolls it in coconut. So it's coated in coconut, but it's like this.
So there are nuts.
Well, okay.
Coconuts.
Okay. But it's like this chewy, airy, sweet Christmas ball.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah. She made a batch, brought it to Christmas. We ate all of them before the end of the night, and I thought that was it. And then I go over there Thursday night for our regular dinner, and she's got a whole nother tub of them in the fridge. And I was like, "You were holding out on me? There's more date balls?" She's like, "Yeah, I made a whole bunch." And I ate that entire tub of it that night before I left. Within
she didn't want you to eat 2 tubs.
Well, she said, she's like, "You can't eat this whole tub tonight. Like, you're going to be sick. Like, there's so many." I was like, she's like, "Why don't you take them home?" I was like, "Ma, if I take them home, I'm just going to finish them once I get home. So I might as well just eat them now. And then you can keep your Tupperware." Like,
think smarter, not harder, Mom.
Yeah. If I just eat them all now, we'll be fine. Yeah.
It's fine. It's so funny. Well, lots of nut and ball talk tonight. Or just over the last couple of months in Coin Hunt World. Oh, okay. Have a good night, Nikki. Love you. Hopefully I'll see you at Coin Hunt Fest.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have some news this week.
I could see you, but
yeah.
Dates look like cockroaches. I don't know, Feed Goat. You think dates look like cockroaches? I mean, keep in mind, you don't actually see any of the dates in the date balls because it becomes just like, it's like when you put marshmallow, like you cook down marshmallows and make Rice Krispies. It's basically like Rice Krispie balls, but instead of using marshmallows, you use dates, and it's rolled in coconut. Tastes a lot better than Rice Krispies, too. Like Rice Krispie balls. Crispy treat balls. I don't know, whatever. Marshmallow doesn't really have a flavor, but dates do, and it's a good one. Okay, I think it's the Sleepy Ha-Has at this point.
Like, for me at least. I don't know. Rice Krispie balls set me off.
Are they butter colored?
Stop it! Now you're just antagonizing me.
I mean, I think that's my job.
Speaking of butter colored, where's Toasties? Is he still in here?
He hasn't been chatting for
he's
a
probably
while.
watching. He's probably watching Game of Thrones or something.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah. We have competition.
I don't consider that competition. Then again, I'm a Game of Thrones hater. I'm weird like that, so.
I'm not a hater. I've just never watched it. So I think I watched like the first episode and was like, this is boring as hell.
Dude,
never went back.
I watched the first 2 episodes and I wanted to rip my TV off the wall. Like, it made me so angry to watch it. I was like, why would I watch a show that's going to ruin my night every time I watch it? I'm too
or destroy your TV.
Yeah. I'm an what my therapist calls a highly sensitive person. So I know, TMI, but so like I can watch a commercial with a dog and I will start crying. So the emotions that are on the screen, I feel them thoroughly. And in the second episode of Game of Thrones, they needlessly kill a dog. And I was livid. I was like, how the fuck? No. And I was like, no. And I just couldn't watch it. I was like,
fuck this.
This is just going to make me too angry. I like things don't have to make me happy. They can make me sad, but if they're making me sad, it has to be for a good reason. And it has to have been thought-provoking, and I have to feel like I've learned something. It just can't be people having sex with their relatives and trying to gain control of things. And no, I'm not. It's just shit TV. It's not my kind of thing.
Ooh.
It sure is not Star Trek.
I'm sure.
Sorry.
I'm sure we don't have a Game of Thrones content gap or whatever in our YouTube algorithm, so I don't think we'll be pissing off anybody. But
yeah. Though I know
sorry, Toasties, when you watch back at this.
I know that the creators of Coin Hunt are somewhat fans, at least, because there are multiple questions about Game of Thrones. They also seem to be fans of the show 24 because there are at least 4 questions about the show 24 and Jack Bauer.
Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
I love
you can
24.
tell it's like you can almost see like the personality of the people that created that chunk of questions based on like there's a bunch of stuff about 24, there's a bunch of stuff about Harry Potter.
Remember when we asked Renee about all of this though, and she said it's just like the trivia programming. I can't remember exactly which one that they used.
I don't think
and it
that
was more just like date based.
Was it?
I think so.
I thought that stuff was added after. I thought those were questions written by the little team she had writing questions. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I thought it was like she just like kind of curated if there was a phrasing or like if they phrased certain questions in a way that was a little bit confusing or like we're trying to trick people, like that was kind of the stuff that they were curating, but everything else they kind of left as normal. And then she would just like add little Easter eggs into the answers, like the
beginning group of questions, like the Gen 1 questions were like a chunk of questions that they bought from like a database,
like some database. Yeah.
So like the what colors the inside of a watermelon is from like Gen 1 trivia. But then after that, like they started putting together their own questions about topics. Like she was talking about how like for every category she would like live in that category for a while, and like the team would come up with ideas for questions and like they'd put it in a spreadsheet and they'd go through it and everything. So I feel like
you're right.
That stuff
I can't remember
from those people.
Yeah. I can't recall what's like Gen 1, Gen 2, what questions have been there forever.
Yeah. Well, I think
I still love what's the color inside of a watermelon?
Yeah, I'm waiting for
never take it away.
My favorite watermelons are yellow on the inside, so those are the best ones. Like, have you had yellow watermelon?
Never.
Oh my God.
It's a food I've never heard of.
I almost say you got to visit Oklahoma in July then to get yellow watermelon. I've never had a better watermelon in my entire life.
Interesting.
Are you a fan of watermelon?
I love watermelon.
Okay.
Watermelon Mai Tais are like my favorite beverage on earth.
So imagine a watermelon, but you know how sometimes they can be a little grainy, like
like texture wise?
Yeah. Take that grainy and make it creamy like a peach, but watermelon.
Okay. So like candy, like literal candy watermelon is what it tastes like.
That's yellow watermelon. It is the creamier texture of a peach, but the taste of a watermelon. And it is a watermelon. It's just yellow.
Interesting.
They're the best watermelons I've ever had.
I need to give that a try.
And
when I come out to visit you.
Yeah. Well, and they're only really around in July, usually. You want to go to like one of the local farmers markets. So back when I worked a regular 9 to 5, I also helped out on the weekends. I had a farmer friend who had like a bunch of farms, and he'd bring all of his produce to a local farmers market. So I'd go run the register for him. And then my payment for working at the farmers market was he would let me take home whatever groceries I wanted.
That's awesome.
And so he'd always have like, and it changed depending on what part of the year it was, like what he had special, but like his blueberries were like gold. Like you'd get a pint of blueberries and he would charge $25 for a pint of blueberries, and they would sell out in like 10 minutes. They were the most amazing blueberries I've ever had in my life. And then his yellow watermelons were the same. And then I don't know if you've ever heard of Porter peaches, but Porter peaches are kind of like nationally famous. They're from Porter, Oklahoma, where he's got a farm. And they're like, I normally don't even like peaches. Something about like the outside texture. I don't know. I'm a texture person. So usually peaches are not a go-to for me. They're too slimy. These are amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, he's always got all the best things. And I used to just get it for free for, working a cash register on a Saturday morning at a farmer's market. It was like one of the best jobs ever.
Man, yeah, that work perk is worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the only time I've ever had yellow watermelon, but I've seen it other places. And I've seen other farmers have it at different farmers markets, but it's not usually something you can buy in a grocery store. It's more of a local farm
I don't
thing.
think I've ever seen a yellow. I'd be curious to try it, but I don't think I've ever seen one in a grocery store.
Yeah. Usually don't. Yeah, Feed Goat says golden raspberries are delicious. Those are also, yes, I totally agree. Golden raspberries are so good. I almost bought, like when I bought my raspberry bush, or my raspberry vine thing, I almost got the golden, and then I didn't. I don't know. There's so many different options.
There's still a chance.
There's still a chance.
You still got time.
At the new house.
You got 2 houses. Yeah. You could still get them. Yeah. It's never too late.
Oh, we came up with these awesome ideas for the new house. We're going to have well, I'm still trying to convince my boyfriend on this one, but we closed off a little stairway that went into the kitchen, and we were just going to wall it off. But on the other side of that is our new pantry that we're building. And I'm trying to convince him to put a little like cupboard door in the living room so that you can access the pantry from both the kitchen and the living room. But
That's amazing.
You can only access like, I don't know, a 3x3 square where the doorway used to be. But it's exactly where we would put the snacks and stuff. So you could, instead of having to pause the TV when everyone wants to go up and get a snack while we're watching something, you keep the TV going, you just grab a snack from the cubby right behind the couch.
I love it. I love it.
Right?
Ease of access, baby. Yeah. That's amazing.
We're big, I don't know, for those of you car fanatics out there, we're big Doug DeMuro fans. You guys might know who Doug DeMuro, Toasties might know who Doug DeMuro is. Anyway, Doug DeMuro does his quirks and features, and I'm trying to convince my boyfriend that our house needs to have a lot of quirks and features, because all of the most expensive cars on Doug DeMuro's channel have lots of quirks and features. So this house is going to have lots of quirks and features for sure.
That's going to be awesome.
Easy snack-cess. Yes, easy snack.
Easy snack-cess. Yes.
Yeah. I did convince him to cut a hole in the wall between the living room and the kitchen, and it's just like they're like a half level different, so like you go down a half flight of stairs to get into the kitchen, so they're not like, we would have just removed part of the wall if they were on the same level, but they're not. So I convinced him to cut a window in between the kitchen and the living room so that while I'm cooking I can watch TV. He didn't like the idea at first. He thought it would be weird to have a small hole in the wall, like at like knee level on the floor, like knee level in the living room. But I'm like, who the fuck cares? Like, we need additional light in the kitchen. And this way, if you're in the living room and I'm cooking, like, we can talk through the hole in the wall.
Cool.
Like, yeah. So he did it. Cool. He cut that today. And I think it's cool. I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We're going to have lots of quirks and features. Toasties might listen back to
this. It's a bug, not a feature. It's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah. Exactly. Toasties might listen back to this and know who I'm talking about. I don't know. I know Toasties is a car guy. We'll see if he knows who. If you don't know who Doug DeMuro is and you're a car person, go watch Doug DeMuro's channel. He's hilarious. Anyway. Also, if you want to buy a water heart, I've got one in the auction house right now.
We're just gonna humbly slide that show in.
Yeah. It's cheap too. You probably have something. Did you list something yesterday? That was a challenge in the thing.
I did. I listed, I went on a full listing spree after the event because I was like, I need keys. I'm so broke. Mm-hmm. So I have a bunch of keys now and I'm okay again. But I did sell a couple of hearts. I sold a black cat, and one of my 4 Laura Pilot cubies.
Yeah.
What else? Some like odds and ends stuff, little caboodles and whatnot. But I think I have rags up there right now for the auction house task the other day. So if anybody needs rags, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've got a water heart. It's currently at 25 keys.
Dang, how many clocks?
2 clocks.
Okay. That'll go up for sure.
Yeah. And honestly, I think I can say this publicly because they messaged me in the main channel. So Crunky Dunk reached out to me. I don't know if you've seen Crunky Dunk's name around.
Yeah, he's an LA player.
Oh, cool.
Right? Oh, no. I'm sorry. No, I'm thinking of Krusty Busty.
Crunky Dunk, Krusty Busty. Oh,
it sounds very similar.
Speaking of names that repeat like that, Loop-de-Luke is in the chat wanting to know if those are your rags he's been bidding on.
Let me see, sir. I'm gonna go check right now. If they're not, they should be.
Crunky Dunk, Krusty Busty,
I don't think so,
Loop-de-Luke.
No, there's still no bits on him. Loop-de-Luke. I have 140 rags in there at 3 clocks, 21 keys. So if you want to bid on those.
There you go.
But anyways, Crunky Dunk.
Crunky Dunk reached out to me. Apparently, Crunky Dunk is a hearts collector.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had posted in that new channel that I discovered the want to buy or sell thing. Basically anything that I had extra of or duplicate cubies or whatever, I kind of listed it all out and said, hey, just reach out to me if you want any of this stuff, right? Because I need the keys. So I had mentioned I had a good amount of hearts. I had 5 earth hearts, and at the time I had no, I didn't have 5 earth hearts total. I had 5 earth hearts I was willing to sell, and I also had other water hearts I was willing to sell. And he just wanted to do a bulk purchase. Like, he just wanted to buy them all in one chunk. And he was willing to pay me, it was like 60 keys per. So it was like, he was going to pay me 300 keys for the 5 earth hearts.
Nice.
Like, that's pretty good. They've been going for about 70, but it would save me the listing fee of the green key. Right?
I think they've been going for higher than 70, though. I sold a couple for well over 120 keys.
The last one, well, yeah, every once in a while they pump up like that, but the last one the last earth heart I sold was at 70 keys exactly. Honestly. But yeah, they kind of fluctuate. 70 is kind of like the average that you can expect to get. I've sold them for like 45 before, which I was like, oh yeah,
no, yeah. And that's with like none in the auction house. Like,
I only ever list them when there's nothing else. Sometimes people will list theirs after me, and then there's a bunch, that kind of sucks. But I can't do anything about it, you know.
It's so weird. It's always the timing, and I don't know.
Yeah. So
so 300 wouldn't be so bad then for
5 earth hearts. Yeah. So if anyone is looking to make a good chunk of keys off of hearts, I guess tag Crunky Dunk in the wanna buy or sell thing, and maybe he'll want to buy some of your hearts. He seems to be collecting as many as he can. So, I mean, he's like the Al Riad of hearts instead of bluebies.
Bluebies.
Yeah. And I was gonna get back with him and work something out with him, and I've been kind of busy. So if you, Crunky Dunk, if you listen to this, I might get back to you at some point. And then I went and listed one, so we might have to rework our deal a little bit. But
to 4.
Yeah, I had to list something, and there were already way too many chunks of red paint in the auction. Yeah. So I was like, I'll just do a heart.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. So.
Well, I
I almost trashed our page.
I almost just deleted our page. I just deleted that whole episode outline, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at the episode outline, and I get this big red warning. This page is in trash. Sorry.
So
okay.
Sorry. Well, anyways, you guys, I thought this was a great New Year's episode. I think we got just the right amount of coin hunt speculation and discussion out there, as well as
gun violence and cooking.
Yeah, gun violence and cooking per usual. We hit all of our marks.
Right.
We even spoke about the party bus. So there we go.
Yeah.
And we hit it all within our 3-hour mark, which we've been cutting it a little short the last couple of times. So I'm proud of us.
Yeah. We have, honestly. I was surprised that, like, for the past few episodes, I feel like we've been going our normal amount of time, but it's been, like, less than 3 hours. And now we're at 3 hours.
Here we go. So, back to normal.
Yeah. Set the precedent for the new year.
Exactly.
Well, I'm exhausted.
Jinx, you owe me 8 blue keys.
I can't do key transfers. Don't want to get banned. So sorry.
Yeah, no bans.
I don't want to join the geese.
No. Stay right here.
Yeah.
We can just make it an IOU. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for spending the New Year's Day with us. And if you're still tuned in and haven't liked this video already or are not subscribed, please feel free to do so and share the love. We love you all. Happy New Year. All of the things.
Yeah.
Many keys, many epic blueprints, all of that.
Mm-hmm. I get to get older this week, so...
And a happy birthday to Korkio tomorrow! Yeah!
Yeah, I'm going to be an old
So don't
lady,
forget,
so...
go wish our girl a happy birthday tomorrow on the Discord. Show her some love.
Oh, you don't need to do that. I hate holidays, including my own
holiday. We have to
holiday.
wait 2 minutes! 2 minutes is going to be your birthday.
No, it's going to be 11 o'clock in 2 minutes.
Oh, wait, but I mean, in Eastern time, it'll be your birthday.
Yeah, I don't live there.
So it still counts.
Well, fuck, it's already my birthday in the UK.
Well, then there we go. Happy birthday! Hey, Korkio. Happy birthday!
Thanks. If you insist on getting me a birthday present, I will take orders for custom hunter jerseys.
Oh, there we go.
If you haven't gotten your custom hunter jersey yet for Coin Hunt Fest, you better. I will design it for you. I'm working on one for Berserker right now. We're still working on it because I don't know why, but our conversation. Don't message me on Twitter. Message me on Discord.
I think we started it there and then haven't moved to Discord.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Anyway, so.
Oh, look at all the birthday love.
Thanks, guys. I am not happy about getting old, but whatevs.
You're getting old every day.
I know.
Celebrate you.
And Shu asked, "What's the 1-year anniversary?" And I'm thinking he means about our show, right? Is that what he's asking? That would be.
Did he ask that?
Oh, right.
Snap.
We moved it all to Google Drive. What is our 1-year anniversary? It's somewhere
August, April.
May?
I don't know.
It was around when Walking
June?
Fest started. I thought it was like May. It was after tax season. Oh wait, maybe it was August. Maybe you're right.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
Okay.
We'd have to look on Twitter.
Now I have to
Hold
know.
On.
No, I
Let me
don't
check
have
our
to look
Twitter.
on Twitter. I'm going to check our Google Drive.
Oh, okay. I thought we had our first episode on.
That's so bright.
Wait, just check our YouTube. When's our first? Hold on.
Oh, that would be harder than checking our Google Drive for me. Episode 1.
First
pilot.
live event.
May 21st.
May. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was around May. Well, okay. April, May. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
May 21st.
May 21st.
Which is, yeah, because I remember, like, it was around Mother's Day, but we didn't have it established enough to do a Mother's Day episode, and I was really bummed about it. And I was really excited for Mother's Day next year for when we have our moms on and do a Mother's Day episode. Yeah.
Oh, my God. They're going to be pros by the time we get there.
Yeah. Exactly. They'll be earning Target gift cards left and right.
Right, though.
They're going to be making it rain Target gift cards.
Right.
Yeah.
Shu said, wow, so it's only been like 7 months. Time flies when you're having fun, Shu.
Yeah. Well, what is this episode? What did I call it? This is episode 29. Something or other. 29.
Yeah.
And we skipped some weeks in there. So, yeah.
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 It's like our Paul Rudd moment. Like, look at us. Look at us. We're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before we get the sleepy ha-has.
Again.
Yeah.
Still.
I mean, every episode. Every episode. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Love you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you for joining us as always. And we will see you next weekend.